Well, let me tell you about the goodness of Yah. Because for whatever reason, he chose me out of all my crazy family. He got me here, changed my mind, changed my heart. I'm ever so glad that he did.
He's an on-time Yah, an on-time Elohim.
I'm learning the right way to live, and that's what he have done for me. He have saved my soul from a burning hell.
Y'all give up the praise, our Elohim is the ancient of days. In Yahushua we establish our ways. Y'all give up the praise, another day that Yahuwah is made, another chance to make sure that you save. Y'all give up the praise, our Elohim is the ancient of days. In Yahushua we establish our ways. Y'all give up the praise, another day that Yahuwah is made, another chance to make sure that you save. Y'all give up the praise. I praise y'all with the fruit of my lips. The sacrifice is a beautiful gift. To live right, suitable before the altar with a price. He bought to be a doer, not a talker. With faith can make you a water walker. I got my food and my raiment, that's enough. But I got a couple whips that I obtained, and that's a plus. I know how it feels maintaining riding the bus. Now I'm whipping through the storm, hydroplaning the ride plush. I'm always in the rest of the temple as I adjust from the carnal to indulging the spiritual. It's essential, the struggle we've been through, but still sought the kingdom first. As our credentials, my testimony is not rehearsed. I'm a product advertising the verse, but this is not for merchandising my words. Took my ministry car, this is the essence of the cipher. Yahushua in the midst of the seven congregation, turn the mic. Give up the praise, our Elohim is the ancient of days. In Yahushua we establish our ways. Y'all give up the praise, another day that Yahuwah is made, another chance to make sure that you save. Y'all give up the praise, our Elohim is the ancient of days. In Yahushua we establish our ways. Y'all give up the praise, another day that Yahuwah is made, another chance to make sure that you save. Y'all give up the praise.
Yahuwah has been good. He's blessed me with a new job. I've been working for about.
Go ahead, brother.
I've been working very hard, and he's been very good.
Yes, sir.
Very good with the word, very good with the language, and it's a blessing to be here.
Yes, sir.
It's been proven to me time and time again. Man, he everything, man.
It's real, the way of Yah. I have my reasonable portion of health. Activity of my limbs, a tongue singing spiritual hymns. Ears to hear my correction, so my life it condemn, and eyes to see direction and blossoming by the mill. My shepherd, I follow him, showing strength and weakness. Prosperity is received with meekness, and deepen is the teaching in my soul. False prophets will never reach me. Only a clean vessel is gonna preach to me, not living lesser than qualified. I got my chest up and held high on the Shabbat. I gotta rest up. I tell you why I like to dress up, clean up the inside of my vessel before I get up to get down off of my best up, so y'all can bless us. Not only me, but all the rest of us, the ministers and our beloved shepherd, friend of the bridegroom. And it's designed for you to arrive to this tune, for Yahushua here will arrive real soon. Y'all give up the praise, our Elohim is the ancient of days. In Yahushua we establish our ways. Y'all give up the praise, another day that Yahuwah is made, another chance to make sure that you save. Y'all give up the praise, our Elohim is the ancient of days. In Yahushua we establish our ways. Y'all give up the praise, another day that Yahuwah is made, another chance to make sure that you save. Y'all give up the praise, our Elohim is the ancient of days. In Yahushua we establish our ways. Y'all give up the praise, another day that Yahuwah is made, another chance to make sure that you save. Y'all give up the praise, our Elohim is the ancient of days. In Yahushua we establish our ways. Y'all give up the praise, another day that Yahuwah is made, another chance to make sure that you save. Y'all give up the praise.
Yeah, shalom, man. What's good? It's your boy, Big Brazy. I'm rocking with my uncle one time. Y'all haven't heard that new creature? I need y'all to go listen to that, because I got Lost and Found coming out this April, the Most High willing. I got some pretty nice features on there for my peoples. From Superstar Faith, Joe Bang, Jay Rich, Big Dre, Big Lee, Cookie Monster, Sweet Tea. You know what I'm saying? Just the whole family, man. You know how we doing, man. It's Kadash music, man. Ain't nothing else out there. Big Brazy.
the sacrifice. You didn't think twice when you laid it all down for me. So many nights, can't count all the tears that I've cried. I had to be in control of everything. Yeah, I'm ready to do things your way. Yeah, I need you each and every day. Yeah, I'm chasing after you. When things got tough, you helped me through. No better way to say I do. You're only with me when I'm with you. Yeah, I'm chasing after you. No other choice, I'd rather choose you. No better way to say I do. You're only with me when I'm with you. Sunsealed and delivered, I'm yours. Yours, yeah, I'm yours, yeah. Sunsealed and delivered. You're the epitome of what true harbor means and brings to me. Oh, please see how much you mean to me. I still look to be with you eternally. I don't care what they say, I'll be a fool for you now. I know, yeah. Fell once, fell twice, get my feet, let the record show. You're a part of me. You're the air that I breathe, and I never wanna be without you. But you're enough. I'm chasing after you. When things got tough, you helped me through. No better way to say I do. You're only with me when I'm with you. Yeah, I'm chasing after you. No other choice, I'd rather choose you. No better way to say I do. You're only with me when I'm with you. Until then delivered, I'm yours. Yours, yeah, I'm yours, yeah. Until then delivered. I don't care, be a fool for you, yeah. I don't care, be a fool for you. I don't care, be a fool for you, yeah. I don't care, be a fool for you. I don't care, be a fool for you, yeah. I don't care, be a fool for you. I don't care, be a fool for you, yeah. I don't care, be a fool for you.
From the mood, please keep us in truth, and so come our two. Now I'm asking you, tell me what's your desire? Is it Yahuwah's empire? Better trying to get it right for forever, your soul be on fire. When Yahuwah come back, tell me where you gon' be at, When Yahuwah come back, tell me where you gon' be at, Tell me what's your desire? Is it Yahuwah's empire? Better trying to get it right for forever, your soul be on fire. When Yahuwah come back,
life trying to gain a whole rock. But what's your problem that it's all gonna fade away? I'm just living to die, and you call it a rise, and let it be in shalom. I see you who was face. Your weight is the thing that you're lacking. Your reward gonna be based on your actions. Gotta divide from the world to be out of the eye, and anything that don't fit is subtracted. I know it might sound mean, but they ain't average. And that was more my fault, but you ain't catch it. If you don't eat salvation, exit out the equation. There's a man of his word that wanna test him. Every day must examine yourself. Yahuwah was perfect, won't take nothing less. Matthew 13:47 through verse 50 tell you how y'all come up with this. Other thing which I spoke unto you, add it up, cause this is the psalm. I rock 100, name Yahusha. He's in Shamayim, sitting on the right hand of the throne. Ain't coming back for no sinner man and no sinner woman. Better turn from your wrong, cause in a while he gon' crack the cloud. And although that's Kadashi gon' take us home, let me know.
Tell me what's your desire? Is it Yahuwah's empire? Better trying to get it right for forever, your soul be on fire. When Yahuwah come back,
man, send a man. Tell me where you gonna run to. That you escape cause the hour don't judge. Must have forgot that the sun do. If you ain't right, you be willing when he come through. Better turn for you burn, never come new. Just like a thief in the night, he be taking your life, but he gon' bring you the freedom, all no truth. Everybody knows love is Irene, but our greatest captivity sin. Better break the chains and let go of race. Our ring chapter 12 that they had to sin. And take it to binge it like medicine to increase endurance, so this place should win. It ain't giving the strong, it ain't giving the split, but this battle is fun when you hold to the end. Better hold on, it'll all be worth it when we go home. He knew it was weak, so he bore all our sins, he was so strong. Your choice is my cool for the fire. Your work gon' show what you desire. Why live a life of sin when you're who is dope and he can take you higher, higher. Tell me what's your desire? Vision your who is empire. Better turn to get it right for forever. Your soul be on fire. When you wish you come back, tell me where you gon' be at. When you wish you come back, tell me where you gon' be at. Tell me what's your desire? Vision your who is empire. Better turn to get it right for forever. Your soul be on fire. When you wish you come back, tell me where you gon' be at. When you wish you come back, tell me where you gon' be at.
Better make
make sure you're right.
En la ciencia.
Here we go. Billy J Rich with a brand new flow. Give it ready to you who are gonna soul. Never know we gon' give them all we got till it's time for us to go like whoa. Here we go. Billy J Rich with a brand new flow. Give it ready to you who are gonna soul. Never know we gon' give them all we got till it's time for us to go. Whoa. Here we go. Billy J Rich with a brand new flow. Give it ready to you who are gonna soul. Never know we gon' give them all we got till it's time for us to go like whoa. Here we go. Billy J Rich with a brand new flow. Give it ready to you who are gonna soul. Never know we gon' give them all we got till it's time for us to go.
When I let in, believe that. We rock out the thousand, I need that. Get burning, she old. That big fat, 3 times a week at the gobble, I be at. Cinnamon, leave me alone. Old friend, don't come home. You watch me, I'm in the zone. I'ma cook up tomorrow till he take me home. Yeah, willing, I'ma work the pen till the ink starts spilling. With a slave to the flesh, cause I couldn't stop spinning now. Working overtime till he says I'm forgiven. The marble like a drug, I can tell you don't get it. Get high off the pink, then I let Rich hit it. Cover for which I need with your brain. 95 or 2, silent, he won't praise, I'ma give it to him. Gotta catch my breath, let me slow it down. Fall a lot when I started, but I'm stronger now. The Way of Yah built me up when I was feeling down. Now I'm locked in till I hit the Lester River sound. Salvation's mine, and I ain't quitting. If it's only one seat left, well, I'm gon' get it. Yeah. Whole world going to hell, but you can keep my ticket. I've been with you, Hoosha, I'm going somewhere different.
Here we go. Billy J Rich with a brand new flow. Give it ready to you who are gonna soul. Never know we gon' give them all we got till it's time for us to go like whoa. Here we go. Billy J Rich with a brand new flow. Give it ready to you who are gonna soul. Never know we gon' give them all we got till it's time for us to go. Here we go. Billy J Rich with a brand new flow. Give it ready to you who are gonna soul. Never know we gon' give them all we got till it's time for us to go like whoa. Here we go. Billy J Rich with a brand new flow. Give it ready to you who are gonna soul. Never know we gon' give them all we got till it's time for us to go.
Like whoa, get away from sin, gotta go, Joe. It's how fast that I be running when I see the evil coming while I fool moving slow, following the word, that's a no, whoa, show, straight like that, and I'm on the right track. Only way I picture myself going backwards in a foe. So memory lane, I remember some things, kinda crazy. All the thoughts that are in your brain, block all of the thoughts that were dipped in the flame. Word hit in my heart, defense is the same. Like Marcus can be. I knew that when Austin grabbed me, it'd be heat in the skillet, and we was gonna kill it like the army when they fought Iraqis. I'm strong like Zangief. Street Fighter got the scars on my hands, see. No boxing, I contend for the promise so I could be adopted, foster family. J Rich got a brand new flow with the same old name. In life, there's many ways that a man can go, but I stay with the same old thing. Yo, Hootie, gang, gang, gang.
Billy J Rich with a brand new flow. Give it ready to you who are gonna soul. Never know we gon' give them all we got till it's time for us to go like whoa. Here we go. Billy J Rich with a brand new flow. Give it ready to you who are gonna soul. Never know we gon' give them all we got till it's time for us to go. Here we go. Billy J Rich with a brand new flow. Give it ready to you who are gonna soul. Never know we gon' give them all we got till it's time for us to go like whoa. Here we go. Billy J Rich with a brand new flow. Give it ready to you who are gonna soul. Never know we gon' give them all we got till it's time for us to go. Whoa, here we go. Whoa, here we go.
Crazy. J Rich. You know time about to expire. True Jews, yeah, we follow lies. You ain't nickel whip it, y'all done. You ain't the people of all of him.
Tell them what's on your heart. The moment I've been awaiting. We've been lied to too many generations. Wasn't told how these Gentiles is faking. It's in Kazum, you changed the revelation. So y'all's people listen up. Possess your souls and your patience. He knows our works, poverty and tribulation. None equal with the Yahudim. Only one people are Allahim. So y'all are synagogue of Satan. We are the Abarim. Y'all a Yiddish nation. Let's walk through the book, flip through the pages. I got a question. Did you get here on slave ships? Scattered about, mixed in with strangers? When did your life hang in doubt and you been in danger? Did Yahuwah root you out the land in his anger? Deliver you from Pharaoh's hand with great temptation? Or are you just imitating?
Your time is about to expire. True Jews, yeah, we found them all liars. You ain't equal with the Yahudim. You can't be the people of Elohim. We seen in Bereshit chapter 10. You ain't from Shem, you from Japhet and them. No better than the Christian, go back with them. Know our identity, so we had to part with them.
Tell them about the truth, it's heavier than cinder blocks. Why you walk around with them Shirley Simple locks? Henderson Orthodox, your work sickening. Baby penis in your mouth for the circumcision? Why make them stumble in judgment, vision? I don't know, worse, you or work this Christian? Let me see. Both of your works are wicked, plus they dead. Get a hearse and mortician. Still sinning, and they got the nerve to mention verses from Tahalim's 23rd division. One observing Christmas, the other Hanukkah. Wearing a yarmulke, praying, but he designed a Yahoo. So we look to the Malacca peace from above. Will one day come and judge, make you bow at our feet, show you we the ones we love. If you wanna see, you gotta get with us.
Your time is about to expire. True Jews, yeah, we found them all liars. You ain't equal with the Yahudim. You can't be the people of Elohim. We seen in Bereshit chapter 10. You ain't from Shem, you from Japhet and them. No better than the Christian, go back with them. Know our identity, so we had to part with them. One thing I know, Yahuwah run the show. True Yahudim gonna be the first one at the door. Calling all fakes, the real has stepped in the building. Keep it 100, and now we not sparing feelings. Ashkenazi have been cast out. Soup bowls along in the kitchen. Y'all said he cutting off those who pissing. On the wall, that's where I stand. Don't get mad cause I know where I'm from and who I am. Yeah.
What other people fulfill this Bible? Why are you sitting around letting the hypocrite, lying seminary teachers sit around and teach you that you're a Gentile? Why are you letting them sit around and teach you that other people are who you're supposed to be when the Bible couldn't tell you that we tried them and said they'll do, we find them life.
That's right.
It's the way that you told me, you gon' always be there for me. It's more than just your word, because you constantly show me you're closer than a brother. I believe it cause you told me, not enough to call you friend, cause you're my day one homie. It's the way that you told me, you gon' always be there for me. It's more than just your word, because you constantly show me you're closer than a brother. I believe it cause you told me, not enough to call you friend, cause you're my day one homie. From day one, all you shown was consistency. Still trying to figure out what made you consider me. Without you, I know I wouldn't make it. Everybody knows, so ain't no point in trying to fake it. Let me be clear why I'm saying this. If you don't understand what I'm saying is, Yahushua is the door that your approval I'm fighting for. You're more than frank, cause this is a relationship. If you're ride on the ship, you gon' be sinking. We done all been a lot of things, but you make you transition. The bark of a cricket lob, it's time to change your thinking. In the time of an eye twinkle, just like if you were blinking. If you need Yahushua, help me say yeah. If you need a friend, help me say yeah, yeah. If you need Yahushua, help me say yeah. If you need a friend, help me say yeah, yeah. It's the way that you told me, you gon' always be there for me. It's more than just your word, because you constantly show me you're closer than a brother. I believe it cause you told me, not enough to call you friend. My day one homie. The way that you told me, you gon' always be there for me. It's more than just your word, because you constantly show me you're closer than a brother. I believe it cause you told me, not enough to call you friend. You're my day one homie. When I should've been dead and gone alone was lit. Yahushua HaMashiach was the man that he said They hung him up high and his clothes was rent. You can ask for dispensation, Kim will tell you it's spent. What greater heart have a man than this? I'm not ashamed to be a Nike, but call me your friend. Only one way to Yah, and that way is him. Dexter tried to tell us all it's all about the thing. When there's problems with my wife, I can count on you. In that time I need advice, I can count on you. Anything that come with life, I can count on you. I know I will be alright, 'cause I can count on you. When there's problems with my wife, I can count on you. Anytime I need advice, I can count on you. Anything that come with life, I can count on you. I know I will be alright, 'cause I can count on you. It's the way that you told me you won't always be there for me. It's more than just your word, because you constantly show me you're closer than a brother. I believe it 'cause you told me not enough to call you friend. You're my day one homie. It's the way that you told me you won't always be there for me. It's more than just your word, because you constantly show me you're closer than a brother. I believe it 'cause you told me not enough to call you friend. You're my day one homie.
You know, everybody has dreams, but I dream about being with Yahusha. Tell him.
Turn my dream into reality. I humbled myself to be under your principality. Got plenty of tomorrow, I can think of this true. I won't fall cause my desire is be with you. This beat is smooth, but I pull all you get the message. The goal is of my crew, don't let this world make you forget it. Listen, why would you lose when you were made to win? Who should got a place prepared for those enduring to the end? I wanna know.
I wanna know, do you ever dream of being with Yahusha? There I know I can be rest.
I dream of being with Yahusha in his mile coupe. Here's the bar, set the standard for what I'll do. To achieve a Kai, make them proud too. Call me, it's being no sin, I set it aside too. Make it in, that's my ultimate goal. Live Sadak, that's my ultimate role. Play my part in the shows, broadcast it on the daily. And those who want to enter in his rest and behold, I'm asking, I wanna know.
I wanna know,
wow.
Do you ever dream of being with Yahusha? There I know I can be rest.
Joseph dreamed the dream and he told it to his brothers how they should worship him and not should call another. Shimeon desired constellation of the bin, how he would save the people and deliver us from sin. Obedience, compliance is how I change my ways. Meditating on the word from the ancient of days. He set the spirit down in the body of a dove, being one of y'all's bin. That's what I'm dreaming of.
I wanna know, do you ever dream of being with Yahusha? There I know I can get rest. I wanna know, do you ever dream of being with Yahusha? There I know I can get rest.
Bounce, 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 bounce.
You just gotta sing.
Talk a lot to you who was through his I was saying no other greater, now I salute you. Through tomorrow, sharing my story. And big, giving y'all glory.
My criticizers are my biggest fans. And they hot cause they'll be standing and they less sedan. Porta pots if you're not with the Yahoo, then they kick a can. Handsome rock striving to be part of that ribbon sand. Cold ash flocking, if I don't believe I can't be established, I'm talking to a bunch of paraplegics, cause they don't feel me though. Applaud, he give me the strength to stand them how. Two like EU, should march to the double ream and not be counted as a fool. I ain't gon' lie, sometimes it's hard balancing this life. Despite the wicked devices, LB not gon' gripe. Nope. Working in my five senses, nothing magical. Shut up, don't you speak against them, watch your mandibles. Cause where I'm going, there's no strength or no knowledge. I'm traveling on the Kudah highway just to be flawless. Regardless how I feel to receive that seal. So when I close my eyes, it'll be worth my while. So you just gotta sing.
Tahara to you who were through his being Yahusha. Our Savior, no other greater, now I salute you. Through some hours sharing my story. And bigly giving Yah glory. Tahara to you who were through his being Yahusha. Our Savior, no other greater, now I salute you. Through some hours sharing my story. And bigly giving Yah glory. Redemption drawing nigh, I'm looking up every day to that powerhouse I'm hooking up. Man, I'm trying to tell you.
Marvelous Jackson.
Get 'em up, hands up, brave. The Hoover too. Give them all the praise. Now put your hands up, hands up. Keep your hands up, brave. Now put your hands up, hands up. Keep your Hoover praise. Yahoo team, won't you get them up? Keep your hands up, raised. If you know your Hoover through, then just give them all the praise. Now put your hands up, hands up. Keep your hands up, raised. Now put your hands up, hands up. Give your Hoover praise. I've been down a lot of years with your hoodie clear, but time doesn't excuse me from what my duty is. I stay grinding, stay focused, stay minded. I ain't joking, I'm finding what the mouth of your hooper is. And I love it, I a hobby, yes it's changing me. Didn't see a vision, no cause so nobody came to me. Just was sick and tired of my life, was living dangerously. Now his word is plain to me, guess it made a man of me. Look what I became to be, I'm walking the right. This is years of consistency, it wasn't overnight. Had a lot of bumps and bruises as I falling down flights. But Yahusha heal my wounds and I am grateful for life. I am grateful for life, Qaeda sin is bizarre. So as long as I live, I will give Tahara to Yahuwah through his Ben Yahusha HaMashiach, the Abba and Shamash. If you feel me, reach for the stars. Yahoo team, won't you get 'em up? Keep your hands up raised. If you know Yahuwah through, then just give them all a praise. Now put your hands up, hands up. Keep your hands up raised. Now put your hands up, hands up. Give Yahuwah praise. If you know Yahuwah through, put 'em up, put 'em up. You have clothes, you have food, get 'em up, get 'em up. If you know he's a provider, he's the truth and not a liar. Need him to lead and to guide you. Get 'em up, get 'em up. Round two, let's go again. Get it in the booth. Like it's harvest time the years, and you know how we do. It's required to appear at least thrice in a year. Out of town, and if the nearest time we show up and prove. It just ain't lip service, gotta put in work every day. Amunah, it's in your stance. It ain't just about what you say. Hey, gotta give up praises to my ruler and maker, to Yahuwah creator. My lifestyle and behavior, plus line up with the pages. That's what's written Qatar. No small talk, this is major. It's about my nafaj. Keep it real, keep it trill, keep it about 100 stacks. If your hand is to the plow and you don't plan on looking back, Yahoo won't you get 'em up? Keep your hands up raised. If you know Yahuwah through, then just give them all a praise. Now put your hands up, hands up. Keep your hands up raised. Now put your hands up, hands up. Give Yahuwah praise. Yahoo team, won't you get 'em up? Keep your hands up raised. If you know Yahuwah through, then just give them all a praise. Now put your hands up, hands up. Keep your hands up raised. Now put your hands up, hands up. Give Yahuwah praise.
He said, can an aim forget her suckling being? He said, can a mother forget her son that breastfeed? He said, then again, she may forget. He said, I won't forget. Man, I ain't grade you on the palm of my
It's been so hard without you, y'all, so glad you came back. And can we reason with you, found out what to blame at? We see the faults in us, the Torah, we profane that. It's been so hard without you, yeah, so glad you came back. Forsook the Russia council, found out what I shamed at. It's like the fathers lost your statue, they defamed that. Yahusha, our Redeemer, trust me, I proclaim that. It's been so hard without you, yeah, so glad you came back. So grateful that you came back, but marked by what we played at. Born and raised in Georgia, but transgression where I stayed at. Sacrifices must be made, them charges must get paid back. Trying to dodge destruction, hoping Azara can aid that. And that's Yahusha, our Redeemer, I proclaim that. My Husha suffered for the truth, we on that same track. And if you strapping up your tooth, you in that same trap. He keep a ram in the bush, I slay that. Remember Zion had beneath, you know what came next. Then want to nod them necks stretched, our sins done came back. He found our secret parts, you see that's what I shame at. Away without reproach, but we just need your name back. Yehuda, now we claim that. Abba want his fame back. Right in all Yahusha words, Allah, it couldn't contain that. You go against Yahusha word, you end up with them flames. And by Yahusha, Abba work dispute to come explain that. A shot get put away and she become another man's. Then I guess people say that that's greatly polluted land. But on the other hand, guess who played the harlot fam? With many lovers, yet Yahuwah said return again. It's been so hard without you, y'all, so glad you came back. And can we reason with you, found out what to blame, man? We see the faults in us, the Torah we profane there. It's been so hard without you, y'all, so glad you came back.
As I sit back reminiscent on times as a civilian, didn't know y'all and no Gabar. In fact, I was a villain, living a life deserved to die twice, price of all my sins in. Yes, something Daddy witnessed made me worthy of his visit. Is it though I would do wrong? He looked so into my life, supposed the ignorance through it all showed the hidden I was honest. A reason for him winking at the way my brain was thinking, reaching out to me through teachers of rock my lost nafas from finding move, which would await to hold me in like a cage. A hefty price that should be paid, and we all know I earned that wage. He chose to pay it for me, and I hope he writes down my name in the Sefer of his Sakar. It doesn't matter the page. In my race, this life is steady, passing me while I'm standing, still waiting, full of patience like a waiting room. They tell me don't focus on the other person, focus on me being where I gotta be. Just take these cleats and dig deep like roots that anchor a tree by the Kaimayim. And though I'm thirsty, I should know just where to go for release. And though I'm looking back, I'm looking at the Anashim that's on the team, bringing just what I need to gain us back to lead the Dabarim of Balahim. So pass the baton.
This man is trying to pull us back. We got to get all the way back.
I know that you did for me, but it's causing me to consider all my ways. I'm sorry for questioning what it is that you're doing. There is something I want to say. I really don't wanna waste your time by trying to come up with clever lines. How can I pay you for all you do? My salvation is so true. I don't want to be deceived when I hear your words speak, and you shut the door. It don't open up for me, be my baby, because of my way. I'm just trying to say, please help me to change me. It's not a lie. I don't want you to die because I'm deceived and fall into endless sleep. I need Yahushua to retreat from me. I can count all the time times that I denied it. I want you to forgive me for all my wrongs. I ran to the world and I fell down. Come save me. Please fix my condition. I need to come back home. I really don't want to waste your time with trying to come up with clever lines. How can I pay you for all you do for salvation that's so true? I don't want to be deceived when I hear your words speak and you shut the door and you open up for me. Be my faith because of my way. I'm just trying to say, please help me to change me. It's not a lie. I don't want to die because of deceit and fall into endless sleep. I need you who show what to and drink for me. I don't wanna keep fighting, just waiting on your silence. You gave yourself for me, save me from death's sleep. I don't want to be deceived when I hear your words speak and you shut the door and you open up for me. Be my faith because of my way. I'm just trying to say, please help me to change me. It's not a lie. I don't want to stop because I'm deceived and fall into endless sleep. I need you who show what to and drink for me. And when I think the blood that covered my sin, and when I think your word just makes it plain, and when I think there's no one that can do what you do, Yahoo, you save me from endless sin. I need you to show what to and drink for me.
Yes, sir. Appreciate Yahuwah for another Yom. Allowing us to be here one more again. Isn't that right? Might have come to Yahuwah. Probably that just a T-notcher. Yeah, I appreciate like that. Yahuwah and treat for me. Won't he do it? Just gotta seek it around. This book had never been read. And you like to buy this book for $29.98. And it should have something here about Keisha and Kira. How they never read it. What am I gonna do with these people? Only him people come with the book. That's too much him. But everybody all right? Yes, sir. We appreciate you again for sparing us. Give us the opportunity. Every time you look on that news, I was looking, this one I actually seen it yesterday, about how the measles are like, they're really running rapid right now. Across Europe, Ireland, they get struck pretty hard. And it's made their way over to the United States. So let these people make a fool out of you want to, make them think it's just a small case. Also, Georgia is one of the states. Yeah, Georgia is one of the states that get hit. Well, listen, we got the second busiest airport in the world. You know how many people come through our airport? I know these people talk about New York and California, Chicago. None of these people can't do the business Georgia do. They can't do it. If they could have did the business the South could do, they would have never invaded. They would have never tried to take the Confederates down. They've never been able to outproduce the South. It's never been able to happen. Most of them don't know that.
It was never about no freedom of slavery. It was about production. It was about it. Georgia had, the South had lower income. They were outproducing the North. North had a higher bill pay. So you know what they need to do? They need to invade it and try to take it down. It was never because they want to free you. They'll tell you that stuff in school to make you feel better. It's always about money. Nobody do nothing for you for free. It's always about the money. So that's how you got yourself in the kind of mess that you're in now. They like to try to make you feel like they're actually working for your cause or working for your benefit. Nobody's ever worked for you before. Nobody never benefits you. For everybody, whatever they done for you, it's been for them. It benefited them more than it benefited you. That's being honest with you. Federal government couldn't survive. They needed, that's how they make their money from the states. Why do you think they call them the United States? All these states pay money up to the federal government. It's nothing but the mafia. The Lord kick it up to the top. All the governor, he's just a capo. He just honored a done. That's all he is. These folks run the same mafia. The mafia system and what you under him. That's it. You pay for protection. That was the purpose of the government. You pay the government so something happened. If a state got invaded, the federal government is obligated to have to send troops to defend you. When you pay the mob, you pay them gangs. They say anybody mess with your store, your business, you call me. You let them know this our shop. We're gonna put our symbol up here. Somebody come mess with this store. You let us know. Most people know when they see it, don't bother with it. That belong to a certain gang or area. That's how they get you. Why you think they put these flags up? People don't even know you're a part of a gang. You ain't even know it. Oh, they don't even believe it. What them gangs be pushing? Colors? What color is the flag? Crip, blood, and white people. Red, white, and blue. You ain't even on that coon. I tell you that'll hurt your feeling because you don't really know what you're doing. You think you in something because they give you paperwork. It's nothing but a game. Or where y'all think the gangs get it from? It's all the same system. Hello? It's the same system. I don't know what these people thinking. Let me tell you something. They do so much to you you don't even know nothing about. When you go to the doctor and you sign all their paperwork, they want to know about you. Are you and your mom again seen together? Are you and your dad again seen together? You and your grandparent again seen together? They didn't make sure the operation to kill is working. All they need to find out when they check you and find out what disease you have, they can see whether the plan to work or they see they need to try to do something different. That's why they need to know. How did your grandfather, they want to know who living. Is your father living, your mother living, is your paternal grandparents living? About what age did they die? So that way we can start calculating to see if it's working. Why y'all think these people do a census? Why y'all think they do a census? Them same census put them on the trail of Yahushua. When you go look at, these folks don't know no better. Listen, by the time Yahushua was born, you know they were going up to do? A census. When he went up, he had to go up and he had to put on paper that Maureen was his wife and she was pregnant. This helped them to narrow down finding him. I'm trying to help these people out. He just did a census. When he went over her, she was already pregnant. So he had to put that on the census. You by yourself? No, it's me and my wife. What's going on her? Oh, she pregnant. That's 3. Good, we keep up with that. Because they were still trying to calculate what time the Mashiach was coming. These people don't see the government work along with our own people. How y'all think they infiltrate you? Man, I tell y'all stuff, y'all don't know what's going on. I tell them this, you don't know nothing about white people. Shut your mouth. These people, listen, they working you every time. You understand, these people working, you have no idea what you're doing, you fill out that paperwork. So I tell them, put on that, I'm telling them next time, none of your business. They not here, I'm here. Why you need to know that? Because they need to report it to the government. Don't you know all this stuff going to database for the government so you can keep up with your family? What you put on your zip code, everything else. You get them enough information, that's how they keep up with you. You get away listen, you set your own self up for the kill. That's why when Yahushua went there, he looked, how they told you he was led? And like a lamb dumb before his shield. What I'm gonna talk to you for? You finna kill me. I already know anything I say, you're gonna use it again. Why you think they said whatever you say can and will be used against you? So he looked down, I'm already, what I'm gonna talk for? Everything I say, you used against me. I said, y'all can destroy that Mashkan. He gonna build another in 3 days. That man said, you know what? That man said, tear it down. He said, destroy it. See, he said, I can't say that. Everything I said, he gonna twist it up on me. That's why he realized, he tried to show you. You can't run your mouth with these people all the time. So I had to run my mouth because I'm trying to warn people. A lot of y'all, keep your mouth shut. I know y'all think all these folks your friend. These people not your friend. See, I already know what I'm saying. I sit in the kill seat. Y'all don't think they know what I'm saying? Y'all people gonna be the people to help, listen. Y'all don't know y'all gonna be the people to help take me down. Don't worry about it though. I ain't got no head against you. I know when I took this seat, I put myself in the kill spot. I'm sitting straight in the kill zone. They got the X on me. That's the system. Listen, I'm teaching y'all something these people ain't telling these people. I ain't telling y'all to go out here and kill white people and hate white people. Most of them, they look at it and say, they ain't gonna make it far. They don't watch these systems to see which one make it the longest. They watch it long enough. You know what, man, we can have multiple whites. They say, don't pay them no attention. They don't work. The Hebrew is like, you actually think the government watching them for what? They self-destructive. They ain't got a foolproof plan to save their life. They're on the street getting high, getting drunk, talking about foolish stuff. They already know their message alone kill itself. When you start talking about people coming together and people actually formulating a system and you ain't having to use a weapon against these people, they scared of you. See, they make it, listen, once you start talking about taking a weapon, you already demonize yourself. All they got to do is show your picture of Osama bin Laden, show Saddam Hussein, said these people tried the same system. They start putting Adolf Hitler, people they already demonized. What do you know about these people personally? Absolutely. All you know is what they told you about them. Have you ever had a conversation with them? Did they literally tell you that out of your mouth? But everybody told you your enemy, they told you that's what they said. How did they hear it? Tell them to play the tape. If they do, it's going to be dark. When they first brought out Osama bin Laden tape, you know what they found out? They had people to come up who actually spoke Arabic. You know what they told them? They said, that's not what he said. Most of y'all don't remember that, do you? They were showing his tape. Listen, people who spoke Arabic called him and told him. They said, he didn't say that. They told him he didn't say it. Because most people can't speak it, so you didn't know. They created, listen, every enemy they gave you, they already fictionally created through movies. Y'all remember the movie Red Dawn? That's what Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was on there, it was the Russians. Hello? Invade USA. Invade the USA, that was Chuck Norris. That's when they started trying to show these foreigners coming here blowing up. And every movie after that, True Lies. Y'all remember that movie, True Lies? Who exactly were them people trying to get a nuclear weapon? They were Christians. They were Arabs. That was before we went into Afghanistan. Most of y'all don't know, when they was in Vietnam, they already had made the uniforms to go in the desert. They didn't make those in no 19. They had already made those in the 60s and the 70s. Those uniforms, these folks don't know nothing. In Vietnam, they already had those light brown color outfits. They did those during Vietnam. They don't have no enemy they don't protect, they don't prepare for. They already know I create my enemies. They create their enemies. Most of y'all don't sit up here, you a target. Character, I tell you, a target. I'll tell y'all stuff, but I know you ain't strong enough to take it. If y'all were to follow right and do what y'all supposed to do, you'll see you've been a whole lot better shape than what you're in. Y'all don't pay attention, y'all don't follow, you don't realize these people, listen, at any time they want to, they already know they can infiltrate and take it. They know where you at, and most of y'all will sell me out. I ain't mad at you, what wouldn't you do? I mean, they put the pressure on, what you gonna do? Most of you love so much of what you got, you ain't willing to sacrifice for it. So you have to realize, I tell Bosh, I tell Justin, any one of y'all in Mount, y'all tell y'all, you're a target. You're a target. Y'all don't think these people watch every message I put out here? They don't miss one. Oh, don't let that scare you. They ain't gonna stop me from what I do. It go with the job. I said, it go with the job. At the end of the day, I mean, don't take the job. If that's what you scared, you shouldn't take the job. I took the job, I knew this, hey, I learned this will go with it. So you had to already put in your mind, people gonna do what they gonna do. I gotta do what Mr. Yahuwah tell me to do. Y'all got me? I'm just being honest with y'all. Whenever we push closer on this endeavor to salvation, the more things you're going to see that you're gonna realize, you know what, you had to excrete from your lifestyle. I'm just being honest, it's things you gotta really put down, you gotta consider. Don't y'all know the people we came behind, what these people did? Y'all realize the sacrifice these people made? These people refused to have their dead raised. These people were torn asunder. You think these people ain't gonna push you that in? How y'all think they broke them slaves? Conversation? Everybody wasn't buying no conversation. We went out there, we got to see something. We got to see going through there what they brought them through. Some of the places they put them through. And listen, they put these people through some real rough time. And then it got worse than that. Cutting off body limbs, other stuff, separating from their family. That's a lot they'll put you through to break it. These people already don't, they already tested it. Only thing about it, everything they do to you, they can't take it. Everything they do to you, they can't take it. That's why they can't figure how you still multiplying. That's just being honest. They can't take it. They're a weak gene. I tell all of them, they know they're a weak gene. Can't take too much sun. Can't take too much pressure. Can't take no correction. We got to take all of it. They won't obey nothing. State of Texas Supreme Court told them to take down the ball. Why? What did he do? Other states jumped in and said, we're going to keep it up. Nigga couldn't do that. We couldn't even march. Listen, when King tried to cross the Selma Bridge, you know the government came in, they told him not to cross it. Lyndon Johnson called and said, King, don't do it. Wait till the Supreme Court come back and tell you what to do. A rifle passenger walking over a bridge. The Edmund Patterson Bridge in Selma, Alabama, he couldn't cross. He had to sit back and wait. They make you obey the law. They told King, you do it, you don't look like a rebel rider. You don't look like a troublemaker. You need to obey the law. White folk get told to obey the law. They don't obey it. Y'all know that the federal court just came in and ordered the FBI to turn over all the information to Steph Rich. How many of y'all don't know who Steph Rich is? Steph Rich is the white man who used to work for Hillary Clinton, who got the 35,000 emails. He was the young man who left a club one night in Washington, D.C. Oh, and left his car and decided to walk home with a Rolex watch and his Apple cell phone and his money in his pocket. And he got robbed, got killed. See, they call it a robbery gone bad. 35,000 emails that they needed to get that he had, he gonna turn over. And for some reason, he drove his car and decided to walk home. And when the people robbed him, for some reason, they didn't get the Rolex watch, they didn't get his phone or his money. And the police, the Washington, D.C. police, they said it was a robbery that went wrong. That case ain't went nowhere. So the judge done ordered, they want that information. FBI told them they can't give it to them. They told them they're not giving it to them. None of these white folks obey the law. They'll come in with federal paperwork and get you and say it's the law. They pull you over and arrest you and tell you it's the law. White folks don't obey nothing. White folks don't, listen, let me tell you how that country works. If I walked around with an Al-Qaeda sweater on, Al-Qaeda shirt, tell me what they'll do to me. They're going to label me. They're going to question me. An Al-Qaeda sweater. Y'all hear me? If I had an ISIS jersey on, what they'll do to me? What they going to do? They're going to come see me. Ask me how a white man or a white woman can have a Dixie flag. That's treason against the United States of America. To have a Confederate flag. America fought, the United States fought to defeat them. They are enemies of the United States. White folks still get them, and they got federal law, state law passed saying that's their right. You can't wear no ISIS sweater. You put a Malcolm X sweater on, white folk gonna question you. You know what they're gonna say? That's their right. But you can't wear an ISIS sweater. You can't wear you have a Market Garvey shirt on, the folk going, what you got against America? White people don't obey nothing. They just make you obey it. You don't know no better. That's just, it's their system. They make it up. You know why they don't obey it? Because they already know we made it up anyway. The whole court, they already know this. It's a kangaroo court. That's their terminology. They jump all over the place at their liberty. You the only person to jump down and you really believe it. Come on, man. Y'all stop it. It's stuff you don't want to know the truth. Stay where y'all at. Stay where it's safe to stay where you at. Isn't that right? Listen, ignorant is bliss. Listen, it's best to stay just like you're ignorant. Leave stuff alone. Don't think about nothing. Keep living your little life the way you're going. These people working you every day. They work you from television. They work you from radio. They work you from preachers. They work you from politics. They work you from musicians. They work you from actors. Everybody working you. They ain't got nobody that's an actor. Nobody's an entertainer. Nobody's all of them work for the system. Pull in one on. Say, tell me about the NBA. Tell me what's wrong in the NBA. They say, you know, I can't get in that conversation. They ain't finna be stupid. They know what they finna do. Let them joker play. They run their mouth. You tell her what's going on in the NFL, what's really going on. Okay. Y'all can't have that coming. Anyway, you know, it's a great organization. Most of y'all don't know, a lot of them Super Bowl they had, these black athletes, they come out of after. When the Atlanta Falcons first went, you know they came out and they told you. Y'all know they didn't let the white ones and the black ones eat together. That was in the late 90s when the Falcons went to the Super Bowl. You think they told you that during the time? No. You know when they tell you that? When they messed up all their money, they ain't got nothing, and they mad the NFL won't give them nothing, then you say something. Why you ain't say the day you was in there? The day you went in here, you realized we've been teammates, all that. But when we got through the Super Bowl, we won. The black ones, they wouldn't even let the whites and the blacks eat together. The average black athlete at the entertainer is an idiot. They're an idiot. They know the system corrupt. Know it's again, they still run. Look at him. Like Jay-Z told him, man, he said boycott the beat. He said, man, I boycotted the Grammy. He said, I watched it on TV. I said, that's the way they heard him, Jay. And they still run back up there crying. Why you keep crying, these white folks? Let them have it. What you worry about an Oscar fight? Man, go get your own wiener. Man, let the man go and get his own cornbread. What I'm begging a white man about his wiener for? No, listen, man, let him go on up there and get his own wiener. Isn't that right? That's your wiener. That thing you'll be clipping his toenails. I wish one of them would try to come take my Oscar Mayer wiener. And part 2 of my killing spree gonna start. They play them every time. You the only people go to crying. Listen, and I don't have no respect for Jay-Z. No, I'm gonna tell you why. Kanye West got straight up there and told him the first time they brought Taylor Swift out. First time they brought out the bubble wrap. He walked up on the stage, all of them left him out there. He said, y'all know good well he just go to Beyonce. Man, Kanye West on that drug. His mind gone. He went on drug before then. He been the same, I'm sorry, the same yay. I don't get respect. He said they making money off of the same yay the whole time. Anytime, you know that every time somebody step against white folk, they crazy. They automatically make you lunatic crazy. You always having to argue your sanity. Why he want to argue his sanity before that? Soon as you withstand him and say, something going on, my lawyer told me he'll have me killed. Why would my attorney have a conversation like that with me? Who am my attorney connected to that he can tell me he can have me killed? He was talking to the right person. But Ye told y'all before, he said, I ain't from no gangster. He said, I ain't got no body count. He wouldn't have told me that night and said it at desk. I had to take that very seriously. See, they know that, but they just let you know that same stuff they get, you thinking you get out of something. That's why them rappers, you find out why they so gangster. What you gonna do when your attorney tell you gonna have you killed? He the only one? But you see what they always tell, all of them together ain't got enough brain to say, man, that mean you quit, fight, and stop. Who got to fight? Who got to fight? They can stop everything that they want to stop, but they can't stop these guys from killing each other. They don't want to stop them. These folks trying to send $65 billion to Ukraine, and they're trying to figure out, and they're trying to get up $4 billion to trying to raise up the United Nations. You got about 168 they're trying to raise up $4 million to try to help out in Haiti now, in Saudi, and in Somalia. It's rough out there. One country right here, we finna get 60 million. We already done gave them almost 200 million. They trying to figure out how to get up 4.3 million to try to help out the Haitian them. It's rough out here trying to get their money up. I'm telling y'all something, quit being stupid. I done told y'all before, y'all use y'all head and work together. These people, listen, the only way they're gonna divide you gotta bind to the hype. You need everybody to think. The white people that say they're good, the black people say they're good, the Hispanic people say they're good, the Chinese people say they're good. Why we don't get together? Tell the truth on each other's race. Let's get together. We can also say, listen, these people not the majority. That's why they conquer. They're trying to cut. They're not the majority. They're the minority. That's right. You've never been conquered by a majority. You always been conquered by a minority. When Pharaoh saw you outnumber him in Mizraim, what did he do? He said, I need to get more troops. What did he do? He started taking your number down. He said, put you into slavery. So he made it look like it was more him than you. One white slave master could have equivalent to almost 200 black. So let's say him, his wife, let's say he had 5 kids. You tell me how 5 people gonna hold down 200. Do the number for slavery. You outnumber them. Yeah. There wasn't a slave master with 1 slave. These people have 20 and 40 and 50 and much than 200 slaves. And the dumb slaves thought they were outnumbered. Because periodically they were sent through 10 or 20 white boys on a horse with a nasty sheet on. How many? There's thousands of them out there. Because you couldn't count. He beat you every time because you can't count. He taught you math. Huh? I'm trying to tell you. He taught you math. So let me ask you something. Let me see. Let me see how that work out. I'm trying to see a math problem I could give y'all that makes sense. Trying to think of a math problem that makes sense for you. One don't come to my mind right said, try to get you to look at some things that just don't kind of add up. How you the minority in this United States and you outpopulate this man. And he calls you the minority. I'm trying to figure that number out. How are you the minority when you outnumber him? So you really think you know math? You're really not that intelligent. I'm really not impressed with the college degree, just for the record. I'm really not impressed, because I'm trying to figure out, how do you outnumber him, every race here, and you're called minorities? What's that? Critical thinking. You don't even use it. You don't think that's critical? That a man got you to buy into, you are minorities, and you outnumber him. So he got you systematically, because you're the minority in people in the wealth gap. You're the minority when it comes down in the health system. You're the minority when it comes down into the judicial system, as far as you passing judgment and doing the rest. You're the majority that are incarcerated. You're the majority that's been manipulated. But he calls you the minority. He beats you every time. You're just not that bright. And I don't know, I got folks, they wait their time fighting Thomas Man. I'm the one disinfranchised. This is all they got to do is find one time why I beat white people. Find me why I say go kill white people. Go find out, say, go and take from Chinese people. I don't subscribe to that. I said, let every man have his right. I think that it's enough goods in the world that everybody can have fair. Why you got to have more than somebody? Man, if you got enough and you sufficient, enough ain't enough. Did you hear what you just said? How's enough not enough? Because they teach you to be overly savage. Then you become savage. In your book, teach you about being a glutton. Most of y'all eat till you throw up. You're a glutton. And it's formulated based off of how you live. You don't have any discipline. I try to give y'all young people, just like I told you, y'all sit down, have enough discipline, know when to cut it off. It's bad. Don't let everybody have to tell you to stop. Stop on your own. Like I want y'all to learn sometimes. Do any of y'all parents tell y'all when to go to sleep, my young people? Do they ever tell y'all it's time to go to bed? Let me see. Is that pretty much how y'all go to bed? So at a certain point, start learning how to do it without somebody telling you. You know what I want you? I want you to learn how to be a thinker. You know who do you tell everything to do? A slave. A slave. So you already know at a certain point what time to cut it off. Don't wait for somebody to tell you everything. Everything. I want y'all to do better than we did. So now I wasn't thinking like that. Nobody talked to me like that. Try to tell me, use my head. Don't wait for somebody to tell you everything. Something, take the initiative. Hey, clean your room up. You know your room. When do they pretty much tell you when you clean your room up? When it's dark, when it's really dirty? Well, I mean, how about when it's really clean? They don't tell you how to clean your room up when it's clean. Why not? So to show that you got some type of thinking in your head, why don't you beat them to the punch and go ahead and take the initiative? See, if you don't start transferring from them early, you're going to lose it. I'm just telling you, I don't want nobody to tell me everything. Everything? That's what you do to a slave. Everything you got to tell me? I don't have no common sense to realize enough. It is enough. It's time to transition. When they tell me, that's when I do it. That's how you get beat every time. If the so-called Negro had a brain in his mind, he'll be a lot further ahead than what he is. He'll stop blaming everybody else for his mistakes and mishaps. At some point, let's take it. Let's go ahead and take it and let's blame it on another nation. What part did you play? What part did you play in the other nation conquering you? What part did you play in your demise? The people that were before you. So why you still following the same plan? You know why we've been in this rut so long? Because we following the same plan system our fathers felt. They followed the same bad plan. From the diet to the disobedience. What did they do? Everything they did is what we done took on we do today. Why you think we still been in this situation so long? Because we followed the same pattern. So when you going to break the system? When you going to stop blaming somebody else for what they done? When you going to stop blaming? A lot of y'all in here, you blame your parents. You blame everything. Oh, they happened to me, they happened to me, they happened to me. And then what did you do after that? Now what part did you play after that? What part did you play after the situation that you blame your parents, you blame somebody else, or whatever your situation? What part have you played since that? Oh, we don't want to talk about that. It's everybody but you. At some point, take responsibility. I don't blame nobody for my situation. My situation because of what part I played. Y'all say I get up every time and tell y'all, my wife tell all the time, I kind of slam that door, I tell like Jane Evans, I ripped my pocket when I got the car. I said, white folk got me in this situation. She tell you, you remember that? You remember that when I come home and you said that? You remember the one time though, don't it? You remember when I used to say, you know what? It's the way I rate. That's why I can't get nowhere. You remember I came in out of there? And we've been married going on 29 years. She's known me for over 30. At some point, you got to take responsibility. I made a lot of bad decisions of my own. If I count up all the decisions everybody else made it count up mine, I think I done passed you. At some point, I got to see how much I played in my demise. That's why I'm trying to help y'all young people. I really want to help y'all. Those of y'all up there, I really want to help y'all. Stop blaming everybody else for your problem and look at what part did you play. How many of y'all done played no part in your situation as what it is today? My adults are now. If my adults that can hear me, can y'all raise your hands? My adults. How many of y'all, if your situation is not where you want it or not where you feel like it should be, played no part in your life and where it's at, raise your hand. If you played no part in it. You had no hand in it. If it's been the majority, come on. You know I'm gonna get that, you getting that check, Chantel. You gonna blame everything on Big Dog? That's tight. She said, this on Dog, this ain't on me. How many of us, if you think about it, decisions you made in your life, whether today or past, play a part in your life where it is today? Hands? I appreciate it. Someone ain't got no hand. And you know them boots, you know, you need to definitely blame them boots. Put one of them boots up there, Ian. If they ain't hurt you then, they gonna hurt you later. How about him? Good, dude, man. Hold on, that thing don't wobble up the camera. Put him back in there. Listen. Man, look at him. Man, look at him. Hold on. Goodness, man. Man, them boots look like go outside and hang a slave from a tree. Yeah, don't worry about that side. And it got the brograin grips at the bottom. That's so good. That man ride a construction horse. You know, he get ride. He got to be one of them construction horses. Yeah, but all I want us to do is to be better. And we keep emphasizing, keep reiterating to our young people the importance of you guys and the decisions you make and how they're going to impact you later in life. Sitting down, taking initiative now. Stop waiting on somebody like you talking. Don't have to let nobody always keep telling you till you stop talking. At some point, no, let me get back with you. Let me just get back with you. Start looking at taking initiative. I want y'all to start to be thinkers. I'm telling you, too many people sitting around, they need people to tell them what to do. That's bad to me. Some people, hey, go do it, go do it. Hey, what you doing? I said, not intelligent. It's a slave mentality. Why you don't have the initiative to do? Stand around just wait. I'm just waiting on somebody to tell me what to do. It's crazy. Even when Yahushua came back, he told the parable, told the marshal, even the man, he said he can't ask the guy, why y'all standing idly by? They said, nobody didn't hire me. He said, man, go in the vineyard and work. And he said, man, that's a good thing y'all sitting around. He said, why you just standing around idle? Because nobody gave me no order. Nobody told me what to do. I don't have no idea. I ain't got a brain in my head. That's a terrible individual, especially for men. You're thinkers. Isn't that right? You're thinkers. Once Yahuwah done sat down and already illustrated that just like he did to Adam what to do, that got that. And then he said, I'll take it from him. Isn't that right? When I see anything come up against it or anything similar, I see something, well, I just wait and just see what he say. I don't know what, I don't want to just wind up doing that. He said, man, I already gave you the blueprint. From here, you should be able to operate. Don't y'all know everything in the book and just lay out just exact detail on every situation? But we have enough information that's been given us. Guess what? We can make decisions from him. Judge. From there, you can judge. He gave you enough information. If a situation come on, sound and judge the matter. Y'all hear me? You got enough information, but you act like the day guys sit around, y'all act like nobody told you nothing. You ain't got the common clue in or nothing. You're drag, you're slow. It's just like, you got no initiative, no drive. It scares me. It scares me. Man, my mind always turning. That thing always turning. I'm checking my rippers. I'm always turning. Because listen, we decision people. We decision makers. That man made you a judge. That man made you a Kohan. That man made you Yeshua. That man made you everything. You always got to be thinking. He put too many things in your hand. He made you, listen, go ahead and kill him. I let you pass judgment. I let you judge a matter. When they found out that their sister, Louis and Simeon, and Simeon, they would call it Simon. Yeah, Dinah. Okay, I'm sorry. Simeon, yeah, Simeon and Louis, their sister Dinah. When they found out she got raped, you know how they had to sit around and wait to see what happened? So they said this thing shouldn't have been done. They said not in Yasharal. Ain't that right? They ain't waiting on nobody. Them jokers went there that city and said, listen, I heard what you're saying. Let's make that deal. We'll give you our wives, we'll give you our daughters, and you give us yours. And that's how he said, the only way we're going to do it, though, y'all got to be circumcised. Them guys said, we'll do it. And as soon as they were circumcised, them jokers came back through that and killed every one of them. They dad heard it. He said, man, what did this thing out here y'all done did? He said, man, y'all done made me shame before these people. Them jokers looked at, they said, man, we had to move. They looked at, man, listen, it might have been Louis and Simeon. They said, you ain't gonna believe it. We already done damned this thing. They said, we judged it. Isn't that right? Them boys took judgment. They said, it shouldn't have been done. They said, not in Yasharal. They said, not one of our women been raped. They said, man, we ain't waiting on the law. The law already been instituted. This thing fell in our hand. Now hold on. I ain't telling y'all go kill nobody. I know folk hear what they want to hear now. Start cocking pistols. I did not tell you that. I'm just telling you they came down, them guys looking at something needed to be done. Same thing with Mushar. You saw he went to find out about what they're going to say. He said, let me go see Pharaoh and see what he said. He said, anybody going to do nothing? He said, I got to jump and intercede. It didn't matter. He said, I got to intercede. It matter. He said, I see a man suffering wrong. Y'all know the sad thing. Y'all said, man, y'all let a man suffer wrong. You let him keep suffering. When they took Yahushua, you ain't gonna believe it. Musha couldn't have stood by and done it. He could have done it. Why y'all think he went there? In no way he could have sat by. He looked around and said, y'all good with this? I can't do it. This is one of my king. He's suffering wrong. But the rest of the people there, and that's us. The multitude sit around and you wait because you're not a thinker. I want to teach you how. I'm being the average. You're not a thinker. You don't try to do it. Don't try to think. Why he sound not a thinker? Right now, because you just thought about it. You already knew you're not a thinker. You're not proactive because you keep waiting on what the people going to do, what the crowd's going to do. You have to have an initiative, especially when you know you're living right. The initiative, listen, it's our job, it's our duty. I said, it's just like, what y'all be waiting on? What are y'all scared of? Listen, you know what my fear is more than anything? Y'all want to know my fear more than anything? Living hand in mouth to these people. I ain't gonna never do it. They can forget it. I ain't never gonna live hand in mouth to these people so they can forget it. All bets off. Because I already know they'll ever get me down, they'll do me like they did. They'll do me the same way they did Sham Shum. They'll make me grind. Those people will put my eyes out. Yahuwah had to keep me strong. Man, some of y'all here, y'all working for it. Yahuwah keep me strong. He know these people will take my eyes out. They'll make me grind. They'll work me down. And you know what? They know my own people. You know what? Who you think gave him on? You remember how the Philistine came up there and got Sham Shum and they gave him over and took him? What happened? I must have read the other Bible. What happened? His own people. and they tied him up. How you got to feel your own people? We tie you up and take you and give you to. You thinking, seriously. All you looked at, they said, man, what you, and then they act stupid. Man, what this is you done did? He said, what they did to me? He said, I did to them what they did to me. They did me a disservice. His own people tied him up and gave him to him. He had to tell them, say, please y'all don't kill me. We ain't gonna kill you, but we're gonna give you over to Massimo. I got to give you to Massimo though. He gonna be so proud of me, boy. Isn't that right? Probably give me a little hot toddy. Let me dance on hardwood pine floor. That's pretty good living for a nigga now. Yeah, you'll do it. That's in your heart. Let me tell you something, man. I'm betting with y'all. When it comes to plan of salvation, you got to be willing to go all the way. I'm just being honest with you. You got to be willing to go all the way. It's a lot on the table. But I'm going to tell you something. I don't know how y'all ain't afraid to sit in the hands of these people. I know Dawood was scared of them. When he numbered the people, Yahuwah asked him, said, man, I put you to flight to the enemy. I give you a pestilence for 3 days. He told him what he'll do to him. Dawood said, man, he said, let me fall in your hand. He said, my enemy cruel. Why y'all think he keep my these people's hand? Man, Yahuwah know not let me fall in your hand. I already know what kind of trouble I get. Y'all be cruel to me. But Yahuwah, long suffering. Ain't that right? Full of recalm. Ain't that right? Full of recalm. Ain't that right? And he showed recalm to them that the 1,000 of them that are harbor. That's why I stay with him. Shoot, man, I can't see all y'all people. It's too many of you. I ain't fighting no one. It's too many. The enemy done already tricked y'all against me. If the enemy done tricked their mind. I ain't preaching because I'm cutting at you. Yes, I know I'm gnawing at you. I'm be like one of them wolves. I ain't gonna leave none of you till the morning. Yeah, right? Trying to devour you right quick and get you out the way. I can't let you sit around in it, right? Got to go and take you out while I got opportunity. That's just being honest. When it come down to it, I'm just being honest with y'all. What I had to do, I do like Yahuwah did in the gun. He built the man. They say, man, that's something. He said, I constructed the man. That's how you know how a man supposed to be. He said, because I built one. That's just being honest. He know how it's supposed to be. How you going to argue with the man that built it? I'm going to go try to argue with Henry Ford on how it's supposed to go. Henry Ford said, I'm the one that built it. I know how it's supposed to go. Ain't that right? I'm going to help y'all out. When it comes to a woman, don't argue with the man. He made one. Ain't that right? And he made her from the parts of a man. He took the parts out of the man he built and made a woman. I'm trying to tell you, I ain't used to trying to fight it now. Don't try to fight where you can't. That's why I look bad. My wife talking about, man, my rib go to her. Isn't that right? It's the rib tips. Isn't that right? That's what it be, but it be the rib tip. Please don't argue with me. Isn't that right? Please don't do that. Isn't that right? It's the truth, man. It's stuff going. It ought not to be done. Not in Yasharal. So we got a lot of stuff we got to clean. I'm going to go ahead and let them sound their cottos around. Oh, then you ain't talking to yourself, is you? That's how it went. That's enough. That's enough. I heard it. That's all right. We can have it. I got some more. You ain't the only one. He talk outside, the rest of them talk inside. Ain't that right? Some of them lip move, some of them is in their head. And they're talking their heart. Listen, I had to be all things to all men. Everybody can't deal with everybody. I mean, let me tell you, when it comes to people, man, it's so many different categories of people, personality, and different things. And you got to be all things to all men. That's what Shaw would say. He said, I made myself all things to all men. I had one person one time, I had a lady came to me and counseled me. I prided myself. I said, you know what? I said, I always want to be able to help people. I did. I said, I always want to be able to help them. She came to me. She called me. She said she wanted to meet with me. I had just started out then. I think I probably was in there. First place we had moved in. Second place we had moved in. Rainbow Drive. Started in Lithonia in the house. Matter of fact, the white done bought that house. And then why it started down. You go in that living room. Don't be having no sex in that living room. We had service in there. Tell you like old folks say, with your homeless self. That meant you were grown. I ain't know what I guess it's just homeless. You like, I know it's something bad. They call you a mannish. Y'all don't know that in the country, they call you homeless, they call you mannish. Woo, you so homeless. You're like, whew. Ain't that right? Long ain't homosexual, ain't that right? But anyway, yeah, no. So don't be homeless in that living room. And tell your kid don't be taking no dunker, peeing in the carpet either. That's a sacred room in there, but anyway. And so she came up there to meet with and talk to me and everything, and I met with her. And she wanted to talk to me about her marriage. And I sat down and I got my chair beside me, her talking and everything. She talked to me and she told me about her husband. And he was a very unappreciative man. She told me, she said, this all she said, Pastor, I asked you. She said, what a man want? I give him everything. Sex, I cook, I clean. Everything that man asked me to do, I do it for him. That man don't have to worry about nothing. When he come home, he got food, everything, Pastor. She said, the man, she about to cry. She said, what the man want? I sat back and I looked. I said, this is my time. I said, well, I said, you do everything. She said, Pastor, I do everything. The man said he don't have to ask for it. Food, I cook, I clean, Pastor. I said, you argue with the man? I don't argue with him. I said, phew. I said, it's tight. I said, how long y'all been married? She said, one day. Y'all laughing. I said, one day. I said, what? She said, well, she said they were out and he was drinking and he had got married to her that night. And he came home, of course, and consummated and constipated. And he went on and went to work. And he went to work and he must have thought about that whole day. When he came home, he told her, get out. This is no lie. He said, get out. If you look at her face, I said, didn't make a sound. He said, get out. She said, Pastor, what I supposed to do? I said, I ain't gonna be able to help you. I said, get out. I told her, that's the only time I have not, I did. I looked at, I told her, I'm not gonna be able to help you. I told her, get out. She said, you serious? I said, get out. That's it. So I feel, wherever she at right now, whoever I said it to, whatever I said, I'm sorry. But I can't help everybody. I learned that. I said, you ain't gonna be able to help everybody. But I sure tried though. I was so upset with that woman. We're gonna sign that Kato Sarah. Maybe I can help y'all. Although that are able. Most Kudash Abba, the separated Father, we come before your upon in your presence, seeking you for redemption, that we might learn your Rashan, which is your will and what you want. We palau before you and Yahushua HaMashiach, who is Gadal, which is great, asking you to please humble our lobs of our hearts and of our minds, that we will seek you with all. Forgive us for any thoughts or actions, anything we portrayed or done that go contrary to your will. We allow that you would make us tahar pure from all our tumah, our impurities, forgiving us for our begad, which is our unfaithfulness. We seek you, most Kudash Abba, who is Elohim, the supreme ruler, who is Al Shaddai, the most powerful, that you would allow your debar, which is your word, to enter deep in our inward parts, that it might search us out through and through, that we might be an arm, a people, a GUI, a nation, after your own law. We allow for your lamiting, which you will teach and show and instruct us. Grant us the binah, the understanding. Grant us the da'ath, the knowledge, and the kakma, the wisdom, that we might be sealed with the Ruach HaKadosh, which is the spirit of separation. Be a baraka to those that hear, that they might shama, which is hear intelligently, that they might allow the debar, which is your word, to enter deep in their inward parts, that it might divide us from the Rosha, that we might become Kudash. Be a healer to those that seek you, recover to those that are gone astray. Be the Malcolm, the foundation for those that are on sinking sand. And as we prepare to move further, we allow in which we ask that you take full control, that you get the Tahalim, the praise, the Kabul, the glory, and the Kabad, the honor. In the Shem, which is the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, let us all say, Amen. All right. All right, we're going to see where who have us going today. All right. All right, y'all know where we're starting at. We got to get a Malcolm. Isn't that right?
That's right.
Got to have that according to what Yahushua taught us. He told me he's going to liken you unto a wise man, a man with a skill. He said that man going to dig deep first. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
That's right. Because he's looking for a Malcolm. He's looking for a foundation. Y'all got it? So let's look at this. Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before.
Whatever was written before.
Nikatab to Lamadas.
It was written to show us, teach us, and instruct us.
So that through endurance.
So that going through without quitting.
And through the Nakum of the Ketubim.
And the comfort of the writings.
We might have Tikva.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So we get our cord, get our attachment. At the end of the day, that's what we're here for. So we can get our directive, so we know exactly what it is that he's trying to get us portray and what we need to know. Let's look at the sixth chapter of the book of Yehukanan, 6 and 44. Old, but I believe essential. Let's see which way Mr. Yahuwah have us to go. I'll be having to go. That's how we'll navigate. All right, listen.
No one is able to come to me unless I be who shall lock me draws him.
So we got that in. That's not where we can come, correct? Let's see draws. That's what we're looking for. Listen.
And I shall coom him on the last yom.
That's the goal. That's what we're looking for. See, for us, it's coom. What is coom anyway?
Raise.
Raise? Oh, okay. Let's see, since he said that. Let's see what coom is. How do you spell Q-U-A-M? That's how that work out. How many of y'all still a Nazi? I'm a Nazi. So go through and look at this. Gotta be a reason. To live, to comfort. Coom. To rise. Okay. Abide, accomplish, be clear, confirm, continue. So that's probably what we want to look at for rise on him. We probably look at confirmers. I'll go with confirm or continue. I don't know why. Why? Who knows why? For some reason, I look at confirm, continue. Because think about it. If you look at that, just thinking about it for me. When he said, no each can come unto me except the Abba which sent me draw him attraction. He said, then I'll coom him up in the last day, which rise. But I have to look at things, looking at confirm, because it's a confirmation. And the reason why I would look at that confirm, when a man planted a seed, the only way he knew if he did it right if it came up.
Right.
That was his confirmation. If I planted something and it didn't come up, then that was also confirmation that it was wrong.
Right.
Something was wrong. That's how they knew. The only way they knew a lot of things, they evidence, like today, people have things, they have no evidence. For them, their evidence was in the fact that it came up. Y'all got it. These were the evidence. Just like if they had children or their wife couldn't bear children, they looked at it was something wrong with them. That was for them, those were confirmation. That's not every case. Because we knew that all Yashaba, she went a long time without one. Was there something wrong with her? Was she in Qatar?
No.
No. But these were things that were symbolic for them that they looked at. If their spouse, if they had a miscarriage, they understood that was symbolism that something was wrong. He said, none gonna bear your young before time. These were all things that were coming. These were natural things. Like people, they said, well, how you know what's your come? Well, I ain't gotta have it. You just gotta know. That's not true. They always knew. That's how they knew. Because there were things, he told you, I will give you signs. I'm giving you odds. These were odds for these people. If they miscarried, now again, this is not every case, but for them, like today, we have things that are evident, okay? There were things that were evident for them, that were unrefutable. So for them, it was certain things they looked at. If you couldn't do it, that meant that something was wrong. Just like when the man was born blind. What they want to know? That's just, this was confirmation of something. So for me, just looking at this based off of Coon, what I would look at in the rise, even look deeper than just rise getting up, is basically, it's going to confirm something. Isn't that right? And just to be clear, continue, because we're going to look at the seed. That's what the seed was, the purpose of having a seed. So continue. You ate something, you said, that thing's so good. Man, as a figure of speech, I wish I had what? Some more. Guess what you have? But guess what we tip when we say what we do? We throw the seed away. Now, in the country, people didn't do that. They saved seed. Now, as we've gotten older, my family really didn't, but people before them, they saved seed. They knew the essentials. I don't know. Did y'all have seeds from the things y'all ate growing up? Did y'all throw them away when y'all grew up? See that? But then look at the general. Now, did you do that when you grew up? Did you start saving seeds when you eat? You see what happened? This is what we started doing. Y'all see how things happen? Now we start learning the pattern we got. Her father learned because of his father. They learned, you save a seed. What you ate came from a seed. So why would you discard it? This allowed you to continue, especially if it was tube. You kept it just like he did in the garden. That's the same thing. Why y'all think he didn't destroy those trees? Because they were two. And guess what he wanted to do? I want them to continue. So we understood the necessity and how valuable a seed was. Today we don't understand, just like our kids. That's why I want to put the time in them. That's why this is these seeds. So we're trying to get and rid them up so we can produce a GUI, a nation that guess what? It'll continue. Hello? Hold on, what you got? Let's see something right quick. See that the 8th chapter, I told you something really got on something. See that 8th and 3rd of the book of Yucatan. Because see, when they look at word, you just look at stuff like rise. And what that mean, rise? I mean, a lot of times you don't really understand it. I like to look at things the way they understood it, based off of culture. There's no way to just base their stuff off of, oh, I found this word. Let me break this word down. But you have to understand the culture. You got what I'm saying? That's why I told you everything they did was a way of life. They associated everything, even the marriage, even the separate, everything was associated. Look, when your cousin called, when his wife died, they ain't had nothing to do with no book. He let them know. He said, this is what's going to happen to you. So you see how they became watchers of so many different things? The man, listen, Nabi, his wife, his Shah just passed. They want to know, what does this mean? He said, well, this is what Yahuwah getting ready to do to us. He going to wind up taking away from you. He going to wind up cutting you off. And you know what? He not going to have no pity for you. That's why he told me to forbear to cry. So they associate unite today. Y'all don't associate nothing you do. That's why y'all do things that's a detrimental and dangerous to you. Because you don't realize it's symbolism. Let me see what it says. 8 and 30, you Ukanon. Now get through that. See it at the book of Zechariah, whatever his name is. Zechariah. He give me 8 and 30. Zechariah. Let me say that 3 and 1. Since we're there. Y'all wanna know what I got against sinners? How much time you got, fella? They wanna know what Clayton Bisbee had against, what he had against Nichols. Let you know he got against sin. It's all better how much time you got. Listen.
And it came to pass, when he spoke this, many among in him.
See what he did? When he spoke this, many among on him. When we look on that, believed on him, a lot of them took on stability from him. They believed on him. Listen.
Yahushua said to the
Hold on, stop. Let's see what believe is. Let's look at it from 2 aspects. Let's look at it from the King James. Well, I'm sorry, not the King James, but let's look at it from the dictionary. Let us learn together. Is that okay, y'all? Cause believe sound closer like bleeding. You bleed? Yeah, I bleed. See, you get cut. This is what they did. So let's look at this. Accept something as feel sure of the of. I didn't know I really had looked up. You asked me what believe mean? It means to believe in something. Ain't that right? But here, I'm just looking at it from here. It told me this is actually I accept. Can we look at what does accept mean, please? Is that okay, y'all? Yes, sir. It's okay if we understand what we're doing. Or y'all just rather, we just kind of just go ahead and do it and just see how it work out. That's all we want to do. Consent to, so that's what we got to do. And you know how that happens a lot of times for us, believe it or not, is humility. That's why he wants us to humble ourselves. Because a lot of things you can't get if you're in a prideful situation. Right. I'm being honest. I'm being honest with you. A lot of times what people are trying to obtain, it comes in with an acceptance. But in order for you to accept it, you have to consent to receive. Hello? That being honest, you have to consent to receive. Okay? Yes, sir. Okay. Let's see what happened. Why you think he told them people what to do? He told them to go and tarry into Jerusalem until they wouldn't do it with power from on high. You know, they had to say, man, we ain't going nowhere. And they got it somewhere else. No, they had to consent to it. That's the purpose of them going there. You know, people sat there and they tarried. He told them to stay there. They had to consent to it. But then we got to look at first, you got to believe it. How are you going to consent to something you don't believe? That's right. Hello? Why would I accept something I don't believe? Hello? I'm going to give you this Valentine that, no. I'm not taking it. I ain't going to be able to get it because I don't consent to it because I don't believe in it. So it's a lot of things you do in your action and your speech, you'll realize this is why you've been held back from it. Because you got to consent to receive it. Hello? Okay. I'm trying. When Yahushua walked up, remember when he met the person they were here, and he just went up to people. He just started making them get up, just start healing them out of nowhere. No, he had to consent. Will you be made whole? I mean, don't worry. Why would he ask him? You got to consent, and on top of that, you ain't gonna believe. You got to believe. You got to believe. Let me just help us out when we look at this. Simple as it sounds, it is. It is simple. We made it more complicated. It's got to be something else. It's got to be. No, you can't consent to something that you don't believe. Mm-hmm. Right? That's right. I don't believe in it. Let's see. So we want to consent to receive. Let's go back over again to believe. Accept as true. Feel sure of the truth. Now, Shaul said that we are sure that the salvation of Elohim is according to Amat. He talked about the condemnation of Elohim. It was according to the Amat, to them that didn't believe it. There's a lot of things you need to be sure. When a person should have confidence in it. And a lot of y'all, be honest with you, you waver. You have confidence to a fault. A fault, something happened, then you stop believing. You don't believe it where you actually believe something really happened. You believe it where it don't make a difference in a way, it ain't in a situation where it really count for nothing. This is the average of y'all, that's where you at. Where you at now is you believe, yeah, you believe. You believe till ain't nothing going on. Something happens and go on, you don't believe. Because you won't wait to see what he's going to do. I'm be honest, you don't really believe. I know in your mind you think you don't believe. Because when something happens outside your ability, it'll show you never believed in the first place. So when he was speaking, he was talking to them that believe, those that consented to that it was true, that it was as true. And they felt sure of the truth. Y'all got it? All right, that's what they said. They feel the truth. They feel it's the truth, right? That's right. All right, let's go back up and see what he said. Let's see where they go. And Yahushua said,
to the Yahudim who are mourning him.
See that? Now, who are these people? Huh?
Those that believe.
People that let's not just look at Yahudim. Let's look at Yahudim. Now, people can become Yahudim now through the belief because they accept something. The reason why we look at us being Yahudim because we accepted something as a truth. Y'all got it? So now he's talking to a particular people. So what if I'm not Yahudim? That mean I can't believe? So now if I believe, that exclude me from? No, it actually grafts me in. It actually grafts me in based off his statement. Let's see what he said.
If you amat, stay in my debar.
See that? If you do what?
Amat, stay in my debar.
If you stand in other mind, if you listen, what you accepted is the truth. Now, if you stay in that truth, which is continue, what happened?
You are the Talmudim of mine.
See, you are the taught ones of mine. So this only came in because they accepted a doctrine, a teaching, a behavior, and a culture. That's why we call them Yahudim. If I accept the doctrine, the teacher, and the culture, you tell me I'm not Yahudim? Come on. He even told you when it came down to circumcision. It was given to a group of people because of. And they were supposed to exemplify behavior. He said, well, when a person exemplifies the behavior and they take on the culture of those people who believed and he gave it to, he said, then they are accepted as people that have been circumcised. Hello, having no circumcision. Because the circumcision was a token because of the belief.
Right.
So if I believe the same thing you believe, and I participate and practice that culture, then I'm circumcised. That's based off belief. See how we learn together? See, when you get the understanding word, you take the fear out of what you're doing. So what complicates things, because this would be the average didn't understand what believe means. Really, people don't really take time to really look at things and understand what these people did. These people accepted something. Y'all got it? And now he just told them, now if you stay in that amat, so we'll go with believeth, if they'll put it. The TH on the end meant a continuation. He said, truly, you got to stay in that truth. What happens with us? Other things come and convince us. Other things come and cause us to waver. Now, he talked about them accepting that truth. Let's see if that's the 16th chapter of the book of Yahushua. I know I called something else. Some kind of way we'll go there and look at that too. Who are willing now? Don't hold me to it. 16, see if it's 30. I'm sure I won't down further than that, but let's see. Listen.
Now we know that you know everything and have no need for anyone to question.
Stop for a second. Can we look at what know means? Not the N-O. No. Be aware of through observation, inquiry, or information. So how do they know it? Lucky guess. Hold on for a minute. Take a chance. Is that what they did? Based off of the definition of know, what did they do? They became aware through them observing him, through watching him, and through inquiring, questioning him, or information. Information, that's a range of things. Not one. These are ranges of things. Think about it. We just read, now we know. What does that mean? I mean, they know, they knew. Are we going to play that game for real? Know meant they knew. We're going to play present and past tense and say we got to understand it, or we're going to sit down and understand based off of the grammatical English what they're actually saying. Be aware of through observation. So it makes sense why they sat down while they were watching him. What were they doing? Why were they asking him questions when he was on the tube? Inquiring. What were they trying to get? Information. So they would do what? You people are much too smart. Y'all are much too smart. Don't it make a big difference when you say I know what words mean versus you just keep? This is how we typically read. You just run through and go. Because you say, I know these words, and that's the same thing people say. That's that person. Say, you know, even as you know Jesus. Oh, I know him. So I said, tell me about it. He's a good God. He wonderful. Woo! Make me holler and run in place. So Alexa to do that too. Isn't that right? Get them drawstring and tie them up. You can't get them. Listen. I tied mine because I timed tight because I have, my weapon on that too. So I tied that thing that bad. This, I couldn't get that thing. And the more I put, it was tied again. I scraped the skin out the side of my back. I had to get out them things. Listen, I was pulling, man, I was so ashy going out. I said, but I got to get out these things. I couldn't take it no more. I was like, woo. So don't go put all that off of, somebody's name. What we're trying to base what we know is based off of observation, inquiring, or information. Y'all got it? Now let's go back to look at what they told her. Yeah, 8 and 32, 16. 16 and 30. It's the same note, though, based off of observation. 16 and 30. Now we know
that you know everything.
Yeah, now you can just say that. If I say, man, you don't know nothing, what's that based off of? And inquiring and information. Sometimes people say something they shouldn't say it if you don't know that. So, because we loosely throw it down, we loosely sometimes use words, a lot of times you'll miss the gist of what you just said. Because if that man actually knows something, then I didn't really properly know how to use what I said. It was misused. Y'all got it? So it's important to sit down and understand things, especially, I emphasize on, when it comes to your salvation. This is when you have to be inquisitive. This is when you have to know. This is when you have to observe. This is when you have to inquire. This is when you have to have information. Y'all got it? So that you can do what?
And have no need for anyone to question.
So that you will believe. So you'll be able to accept and consent to. Y'all got it? That's it. Let me tell you what's dangerous. You say a word called aman. That means you consent to something. So what do you believe? Even Shaul in the 14th chapter of the book of 1 Corinthians, we talked about distinct sound. He said, if the hearer doesn't know what you said, how do they know whether or not to say amen to it? Because in truth, I really don't know. I really don't know. Let's look at know again, please. K-N-O-W. I really had the observation. I had time to really have the observation of observing what you've done. Nor have I actually inquired to have enough to say it. And I don't have the information. So a lot of times, the way, sometimes y'all start Zamartha, I say, I'm trying to hear exactly what it was that you said, so I know whether or not to consent to it. That's why I say if it's fast going, you'll miss it. You need to know what you're going to say amen to. Y'all got, again, what we listen to. The sound, the frequency. Certain frequencies will make you do stuff. It is. So that's why the sound is important. Okay, and that's something you're going to believe it. You need to know through observation. Just like when the people, when they heard the thunder and saw the lightning, what happened? The frequency, the sound. They said the rock started quaking because of the frequency. What do you think made the ground shake and erupt? Because of the sound. And all right, when he spoke, it rumbled. Y'all got it? So they started distincting the sound. Y'all got it? Yes, that's how they knew, through observation. Isn't that right? Yes, through inquiry, through or not inquiry, or not for them, they didn't get the inquiry, they just got the information. They got the information. And this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to obtain the status of we know. This is what they say in the 16th chapter. Let's see 16th chapter, 30th verse again of the book of Yehukanan. They call St. John. Now we
know that you know everything.
Listen, now we observe that you have all the information. We've observed that you have all the information. That's what they observed, that he had all the information. Did you look at it that way?
Mm-mm.
Let's see what he told.
And have no need for anyone to question you. We aman in this, that you have come forth from Elohim.
You hear what he said? Ain't no reading the question. We already know you know. See, a lot of inquiries was to see what you know. Yeah, that's right. But now their knowledge came to an end of, it don't need to ask you no question. We already know you know the answer. Yeah. That's what they wind up knowing. They knew, don't ask me no questions. Right. I know everything. And that was through observation. They knew, don't ask him. He knows everything. So don't even question him about it. There's no need to inquire. And we know that based off of what? Information. Based off the information we have, based off of what he's doing and what we see him perform, the man knows everything. And now we know that. So now we can consent to what he tells us. The reason you can't consent to him, just be honest, you don't really believe he controls everything. Church religious stuff, yes, but people out here are not religious, and they are religious because they fall into a category of religion. Okay, you got doers and hearers. These are categories you're gonna find people in, okay? So everybody falls in that realm. It's just you get caught up. You don't get to hear them say it and do everything. When Yasharan seen other Goyim around them, they saw that these people did different things around them. But that didn't take away the validity of what he already placed in their care. And a lot of time what you do is base what you do based off of what other people are doing. Well, they don't do that over there. I don't be seeing them do that. I don't hear them talk like that. And that's a problem. Because they're doing what they're doing based off of what they know. Based off what they will consent to. People will not all consent to the Amat. Now they just told you clearly, we know that you know everything and have no need for anyone to question you. We do what?
Aman in this.
We consent. We accept it as true. Now, in order to be his Talmudim, what they got to do? Man, y'all said they got to stay in it. They got to stay in it, which is going to be cool, ain't it right? Because now that's going to confirm. Y'all got it? That's your confirmation now. So what he's going to do, because you believe in the last June, I'm going to get you up. That's going to be confirmation. Hello?
Yes, sir.
So what we'll look at is, that's your, let me see what I'm going to say. Your mind, probably another way I'm going to get through. If it's a window and I throw a rock through it, what's that? That's going to be your breakthrough. Let's see how that work out. Bar sheet. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get it right quick. Zachary, y'all, 3 and 1. Let's see where this go. Zechariah 3 and 1. Let's see. Listen.
Then he showed me Yahushua, the Rosh Kohan, standing before the Malaki of Yahuwah.
Go figure. The Rosh Kohan. He was standing before the Malaki of Yahuwah. And?
Satan standing at his right hand to accuse him.
See that? Listen.
Yahuwah said to Satan, Yahuwah rebuke you, Satan, and Yahuwah, who has chosen Jerusalem, rebuke you. Is this not a brand plucked from the fire?
You see what he said? He said, not that a brand plucked from the fire. That we want to know what it is, a brand plucked from the fire. You'll put something, they'd put them brand, they'd put them in the fire, and they used to let them get hot, and they'd have to pull them out. And then they would put them, they would stick it on the animal and burn them, and put their imprint, what you do now, they tattoos. That's what they do. They'll take a brand, they'll put it in the fire and let it burn. They have to snatch it out when it got hot enough. He said, is this a brand plucked out the fire? Listen.
Now Yahushua was clothed with filthy garments and standing before the Malaki.
Mm-hmm.
He spoke and said to those who were standing before him,
What
saying,
is saying? What is saying?
remove the filthy garments from him.
He said, remove the filthy garments from him.
And he said to him,
Mm-hmm.
see, I have taken your iniquity away from you and shall clothe you with festive robes.
See what he looked at? See, this is symbolic right here. He said, it did not a brand plucked out the fire. They knew it was something been put in the fire and it had been burned and it had been charred. He told her, he said, amazingly, that man said him, his clothes were dirty. He said, take the clothes off of him. They took the clothes off of him. He said, I don't remove your kataim. Now I put you on festive clothes. You know who will wear stuff like that? Yehudi. The Yahudim would, because they celebrate. See, you ain't going to believe it. The reason why you can't serve him and do what you need to do, because you're filthy. Hello? I'm just trying to help y'all out. Hold on, hold what you got. See the 3rd chapter right quick of the book of 3 and 15, Kazum. Let's get another 3. They call it Revelation, Kazum. Listen.
I know your works, that you are neither cold nor hot. I would that you were cold or hot.
Why?
So because you are lukewarm and neither cold nor hot,
what happened?
Therefore I shall spit you out of my paw.
I was trying to tell the people, you to be one. He said, I'd rather you be right or wrong. I don't like that in between. You know, kind of like, you know, I'm okay. He said, I know, I don't like that. I like you be all the way right, all the way wrong. He said, that lukewarm stuff don't get me. That's how you pretty much serve. You're lukewarm with it. He said, that's why I just go here, I reject you. Isn't that right? I go ahead and I reject you. Go ahead.
Because you say, but I am rich, and I found strength, and have no need of anything, and you do not know that you are wretched, and miserable, and poor, and blind, and naked.
What you do?
I counsel you to buy from me gold refined by fire.
Plucked out. That's what I do. I counsel you to buy gold from me, and he going to take it out the fire. Listen.
So that you may become rich. And white garments, so that you may...
Your iniquity be gone. And what happened?
So that you may clothe yourself.
And do what else? What ain't going to see?
And that the shame of your nakedness shall not be revealed.
That's what Adam had. See, I'm trying to show you how I remove your sin. That's all he was telling. That's why he told you that the shame of your nakedness. You know who was shamed? That's why he said, I hid myself. And you know what Yahuwah did? He made him coats of skin. He was showing you then, I can cover that. I already knew you were naked. And we said Yeshua right now, we brought that what he did, he brought Yahushua up down. He said, it did not a brand plucked out the fire. Hello?
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to help y'all out. Pick me up right quick. Yeshayahu, say that 48. Say that 4089. Let's see where they're going. Yeshayahu. What did they pull up? Oh, 48 and 7. Sure, probably 9 what I want. Let me see 7. Listen.
They are created now and not from then, and before today you have not shama them, lest you shall say, behold, I knew them. Yes, you have not shama. Yes, you have not known. Yes, from then your ear has not been open.
Stop for a second. Listen why.
Because I knew that you surely shall betray and trespass.
Stop. Sing with him. That's amazing. He said, yes. Put me up at voice 7 again. I got to look at this. That's not what I wanted, but since with him, I don't know. He said, they are created when?
Now.
And from when?
And not from then.
And see that? And not from then. And before?
Today.
You
have not shama them.
Lest?
You shall say,
behold,
I knew them.
See that? And what did we say no was? You say you've been already, you say you was aware of it already. Through observation. He said that's why it wasn't created then. He said created now. Because otherwise you say you had known it. That's what he said. Got to be a reason, ain't it? What did the next verse say?
Yes, you have not
yes.
Shama.
You have not what?
Shama.
You hadn't heard it.
Yes, you have not known.
See that? We back again and see that? You hadn't known it. Yes?
From then your ear has not been opened.
See, that's what he's trying to tell you. And see, a lot of this right here comes into a play. Let's see right quick. See that in Romans the 10th chapter, Romans 10 and 13. Based off what we do. Based off what we hear. We're just going, we hear, we're going to pick up and we're going to move. Listen.
For whoever shall call on the Shem of Yahuwah
shall do what?
Be saved.
That's what he's saying. Who that exempt? What about it? What about it's just the Yehudi? Just y'all wrong? Just making sure. So whoever shall call upon the Shem of Yahuwah shall be saved. That's what he said. Delivered. Go ahead.
And now how shall they Yahweh on him in whom they have not Aman?
What do we say about believe? Accept that it's true. How they gonna do it? Why would they call on it? First of all, I don't even believe it's true. I know some people say, I believe he's true. Have you accepted that? Many people say, have you accepted him as your person? Y'all remember you say that? Did we really know what they were saying? They don't know, you know. I'm mad to ask you that. Have you accepted him as your personal Lord? You thinking? Yeah. They don't look stupid and didn't even know what we were saying.
That's right.
Ain't that right? So we're trying to look at it. Have you accepted? That's what I know. Have you consented to? Have you consented? And that's what he tried to tell you. He wanted to answer, how can they do it? And now, how should they call on him in whom they have not?
Aman.
Which is?
Accept is true.
Accept is true and consent to. How can they? And what else happened?
How shall they Aman in him?
Let me say that. How should they do what?
Aman in him.
Accept, consent to. When what?
Of whom they have not Shama, his call.
That was Yeshayahu just tried to tell you. He said you hadn't heard it because it wasn't done then. It's done now. And I know you hadn't heard it. So you're going to be telling a lie if you say you believed it. Because I'm just letting you hear it now. Hello? A lot of things will come from man. That's how important things are for you to sit down and pay attention to. There's a lot going on. He does a lot. Yeah. People just don't pay attention to him because people are all over the place. Because you know what people are saying? I want to know about, I have folks that, I know this you do a lot of that study. He probably don't know how much study he do now. These folks be all, that's why I try to tell people, please don't study now. All you going to do is make a mess. Yeah. Best thing you need to do is study what you know.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest because you're going to be over there somewhere and you're going to get out, you know how, you're going to fall in a hole. Then when I preach something, you're going to say, I'm thinking about what I know, and they're gonna be conflicted. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, I already know what happened. Listen, I already know. Let me tell you how the division come up. He done told you you have one counsel. One counsel.
Yes, sir.
Because it don't make sense. It no one here. Moshe teach son. I'm gonna teach him. I'm gonna have. Then his son don't have to teach son. Then the folk come together. They wonder why they divided. You need to have one counsel.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, because you be reading and going. I got to clean your stuff up.
Yep.
Then you know what you're gonna be saying. I'm looking at some stuff I've been reading from what I know, and here we go. We're gonna mess up. We're gonna mess up now. He moved different than what you're moving. You're going to make a mess. Mm-hmm. See, you moving for yourself. You moving a fold. Mm-hmm. That's when you moving a fold, you can't move like somebody by themselves. Right. Let me tell you something. Cat family. The cheetah, the Ari, and the leopard. They don't move the same way. Ari, they move as a tribe. So I can't move the way they move. And that cheetah long hunter. Ain't that right? Tell me what they do. They'll walk up and lead theirs. Listen, they'll lead theirs. Listen, they'll send them on the white. Listen, they'll send them on the group. When they get, listen, they ain't gonna stay together for so long. Mom don't stay with them long. She'll hunt them for a while. She done with them. She'll set them on one. She'll set them up. They're gonna go out. They're gonna take off and get one. And when they take out to get it, they're gonna look around. They're gonna be like, what's she? She gone. They'll never see her again. She ain't gonna pop by. Hey, just checking on y'all. Never. Listen, they will never see her again. They won't cross paths. They move. Same thing with leopard. They seen a hunter. But Matar, when you move like Ari, we move as a pride. They have to move different. They got to look at it. They like, I got young. Some stuff they be like, I can't do it. Other they can be wrecked. I'm by myself. I'm out here. Matar said, I can't do that. We'll try. I had to move differently. They got young. You had to stop and lay. Ain't that right? That's how they do it. They can sleep up to 20-some hours a day. They look at it because I got young. They got to rest. Them Joe, they're like, man, I got to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the ground. I got to get out here. I got to be born, place, and move stuff because you by yourself. And that's why y'all can run through their book doing stuff, and you'll find out you really don't know what you think you know.
Yeah.
They're going to have it. He ask you, I don't know how you can do all this when you don't even know, you ain't even heard. A lot of things make sense. You got to be able to hear. Y'all look at belief. Believing is different than what we actually saw there as we know it. So now we come back, it gives us a different concept about the plan of salvation, how he operates and how he moves, because a lot of things you thinking you know, you really don't know. And all this came up from looking at Coon. Go figure. Listen.
And how shall
Because when he got up from the cabal, what did he do? How did he get up? How did he get up? Raised? Okay, that's where we at. Come on. Them jokes said. I want us, I got to go. All right, let's come on. All right, let's listen to what else happened.
And how shall they shama with?
Hold on. And how shall they admonish him of whom they have not heard his call? And how shall they hear without a
preacher,
a proclaimer? That's why I'm a proclaimer. That's what I'm proclaiming. That's what they preach and look at somebody just proclaiming. That's what I'm doing. I'm proclaiming that the man got up. I'm saying that all these things happened. This is my declaration I'm putting out. I'm saying this is what the man did. And he said this is how these people are gonna believe. You're gonna have to declare this declaration so people will know what they need to believe. So what they're gonna do, they're gonna use observation. All right? Because they're gonna be watching. They're gonna be inquiring. Y'all got it? What y'all think the people did when they came to your cars? Remember he told you? He said, Ben E. He said, well, you mush spot. What did people coming for him to do? Y'all remember y'all talking? Why were they inquiring? They were trying to get information. When the police arrest a suspect, what they do say? Put him in a cell and say, we done with it. We'll just wait to court. We inquiring. We got some questions. Hey, I want to ask you a couple of questions. You know I'm detective so-and-so. Let me ask you a couple of questions. Where were you on the night of such and such? Okay, and then what happened? Was there anybody with you? All by myself. So does there anybody who can say that they know that you went and done that? You're like, man, what you mean all these questions for? Because I need information. This information is going to be the source of whether I'm going to believe whether or not you are the person or not. Right. That's why they came trying to ask him, are you him or do we seek one to come? Right. Is there another suspect? Right. These people, they don't know. That's all they're trying to do. They're just trying to be able so I can accept it and I can consent to it. So I can hold it as a truth. And I need to know this. Okay, let's see what happened. Let's get back over to what we read. In the book of Yeshayahu, 48th chapter, we look at verse 8. Okay, listen. Yes.
You have not shama.
Which means they couldn't have believed then, right? They couldn't believe that. What he's giving. How can they believe something that just came up just now and they heard it? I do that, though. I do it all the time. That means you stupid. See, now based on what you learned, did that make sense? He's telling them because why? You couldn't believe this. Because that's not how it works. You need to hear it to believe it. Okay? So you'll know it's the truth. So I'm telling you, I know you hadn't heard it because I'm just doing it now. Listen.
Yes, you have not known.
See that? Don't that make sense? There's no way.
Yes, from then your ear has not been open.
See that? I didn't allow you to accept this hearing because
I knew that you surely shall betray and trespass. From the womb it was Korah to you.
See that? From the womb it was called you. Come on.
For the sake of my Shem, I put off my wrath, and for my Tahalah I restrain it for you, so as not to cut you off.
See that? That man said that's what I did, to keep from cutting you off. Come on.
Behold, I have refined you.
What you did?
Refined you.
But what?
Not as silver.
That's what he said. I have refined you, but not as silver. Come on.
I have chosen you in the furnace of affliction.
Nobody said it did. That's what the man said he did. Hello? That's what he was looking at. He said, that's what I did. I have refined you, but not with silver. Isn't that right? When he counts you with gold, it's a certain heat you have to get gold up to. Gold go through a lot more. It's such a precious metal. And to get it to its purest point, you got to get that thing hot. It's kind of like a brand plucked out the fire. I said to get it to its purest point. Look at that. Once he got that, then he took all the burnt ashes off from which he clothes. He said, take them out, put them out. He let know this had cleansed you. Now you've been cleansed. And that's what he let you know, I did this with you. Yeah, and a lot of y'all, you know what you do? You pray yourself, right? You cool yourself off. It's too much. All right. And that's why you still sitting there and you still got your contamination. That's why you still haven't been fully clean from what you've been doing. But he let you know, he said, I have refined you, but not as silver. Silver don't get to the heat stream that you're going to put gold through. Because which one worth more money, gold or silver? That's why I wouldn't do it with silver. I did it with gold. Gold's still a precious ornament. Isn't that right? It's still, you know what, to get it to that 24, you got to work it. You ain't going to believe it. I put some work in with you. Ain't that right? Because he let you know I refined you. What happened? Let's see what he did.
Behold, I have refined you, but not as silver.
Yeah.
I have chosen you in the furnace of affliction.
Look at your furnace. Look at the furnace. He got you set up that way. He can really get you to where you need to be. So your troubles, your situation he put you in, because I'm trying to refine you. Can we see what refine is? Ain't that right? So we know why. Think about how many times we go through stuff, how many times we quit, we don't complain about it. And because you didn't believe, why? Because we didn't know. Had we known and had we heard it, then we could have accepted it. Isn't that right? We could accept it as a truth. But we said, man, ain't no way he want me to go through this stuff. That don't make no blanking sense. Remove impurities, tumah, or unwanted elements from a substance, typically as a part of industrial process. That's why you've been going through. I've been trying to get the tumah from you, the impurities, the unwanted elements. Hello? That's what I've been trying to do. The whole time, that's what I've been trying to do to you, and you've been fighting it. You've been fighting the man trying to get you. You've been praying, I want to be saved, I want to be right, I want to stop there, I want to stop there. Then let me take you through the furnace of affliction. He said, that's what I chose you for. The reason I told you silver, because silver don't go to the same extreme heat as gold does. And you ain't going to believe why. It don't have the value. Gold ain't frowned on by nobody. Sometimes people don't pay a whole lot of attention to silver. There's people you say, man, with this silver, they be, the gold, then folks say, yeah, I take it. If I ain't gonna wear it, I sell it. I can do something with gold. Gold make it look a certain type of way. So he used something based on how we look at that, how we value gold over silver. What you say? Man, bump that gold and take that silver. People, they want that gold. Ain't that right? That's what we're looking at. So a lot of times when we're doing things, you have to consider, hold on, we got to sit right quick. Say that EU 23:14. Let me just see. That's what I want. 23:13-14. EU, they call it Job. His name means, what that is? Kind of refine. That's what he was doing, refining them. E-Ube. What I say, 13? Make it 10. Let's see. E-Ube. They call Job 23:10. Listen.
But
let's go back a little bit. Let's see 8. Let's see what it say. Let's grow together. How about it? I can't remember what it said. Let's look at it together. Listen.
Behold,
what you do?
I go forward.
Where is he?
But he is not there.
That's good. Let's see what happened.
And backward.
What happened?
But I cannot perceive him.
See that? I have no perception. Listen.
When he acts on the left, I cannot behold him.
He said, I cannot behold him.
He turns to the right.
What happened?
I cannot see him.
Tell me why, son.
But he knows the Durak with me.
Hold on. But he knows the way with me.
When he has tried me.
When he do what?
Tried me.
When he tested me.
I shall come forth as gold.
That's why his name was persecuted. See? You didn't know why his name was persecuted. Why would you persecute the man? That's dumb. Why he made that man go through all that? Why he made that man go through that to take all his stuff from him and all his goods and cause that man wired to talk against him and all his kids and burn down his house? He told you why, because I know the way he taking. And when I finish with it, he's going to come forth and go. Which means what did I do to him? I refined him, but you called him persecuted. That's what you holler. I just get persecuted all the time. Talking about refined. Ain't it beautiful we learn to go? Let's say that grow together. See, anybody got to try to run in front of nobody. Everybody grow together. See, a lot of times, but you like persecuted. And because you persecuted, if you used the name, if his name was refined, you would look at your situation different. They give you a word and you took on these people and you took on their vernacular and you took on how they look at what they persecute is. Man, folks just doing stuff for no reason. I ain't got no business. He said, why you don't look at refined? What gold do the reason they go through the fire? Nothing. But what does it come out as? So when I take you through things, you ain't done nothing. Why you ain't never looked at I was refining you? That's all I'm trying to tell you. But see, a lot of times, that's not the way we think typically. That's why we have to look at things. Let's go back right quick and jump back to Zechariah 3. Where we left out, 3 and what? They call it
3.
Zechariah. 3 and 3?
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Listen.
Oh, I think 4.
Oh, all right, 3 and 4. Listen.
He spoke and said to those who were standing before him, saying, remove the filthy garments from him.
And do what?
And he said to him, see, I have taken your iniquity away from you, and shall clothe you with festal robes.
So what y'all think he was thinking as a human being, as a man like we do, when he was when he was in the fire? Like a brand burning. Can we see, Boss, if you can put him up a short little clip maybe showing a brand burning in the fire? No, the brand. Please, a brand. Because what he gave them, remember, symbolism. Then show him with his dirty clothes. Because first thing we look at when we see a person dirty clothes right there, they worthless. They no good. Come on. They ain't nothing. You know what happened? I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all got a minute? A lot of times you'll misgrade people and you don't really know what people are doing, what people intend. I can tell you, how many of y'all know you're guilty? Don't even raise your hand because I know y'all. You're guilty of looking and not really know. Come on, get a check, big man. Come on. That bad other folk got caught while I was talking. You did it after. Come on, big man. I said, don't raise your hand. I got the book. Man, come on up here. So y'all showing a brand in the fire. Okay. Well, why you do that? But see what happened, which I don't look at, is a lot of times when you see people on the street, ordinary people, you'll think less of people because that's how you look at things and not actually know people's intent. Okay? Sure. When they pushing on bucket homeless people, those things in that bucket that you think are miscellaneous, bucket, those things can actually be used to be making stuff to fly to go to space. So don't be sitting around just assuming. You don't know. Then y'all know. You'd be surprised. It took me a while to get it together. I had to take another shower that morning before I left. I was hurting bad too. I want y'all to call me the plug. Okay? For the low, y'all hit me up. Can they show it while I say that? Can they show it in now? They're trying to get ready to hit the animal. That's a video with. And don't show it from like, again, it's short because it's going straight to burning to him. For those watch, I want us to kind of just look at it. You put brand, put brand. Oh, brand won't come up. Or put brand in the fire. Yeah, because you put branding, it's not going to put the time in. Or put a brand in the fire. It won't show it. Oh, I see something right there burning. That's a clan in the fire. Talking about Trump. We're looking at a brand in it. Okay, that's global. Don't worry about it then. We can't find it. But pretty much y'all got the idea. If you know it, they'll put the heat, they will burn it then, or put it on coal, and they'll take the brand, they will put it in the fire and let it set, and it will get hot. And we get to a time, almost it'll start to glow. They get it to its glow red, and then they would take it out the fire. Because at that point, that's when it could be used. A cold brand couldn't staple nothing. Yeah, look at Yahushua. That's the way they do it. That's why you put it. You set it till it get to its point, though you ready to get hot enough, and you blink, it had to be red. That's what Yahushua was on the too. Yeah, that's when they use it. Why? They ain't gonna try. You put it in fire, they're not gonna get it till it start glowing red. They asked you who that came down from Adam. He was red. How was he red in his appearance? Because he was a brand plucked out the fire. Hello? No, hold on. Let's see. Now, hold on. Pick that up. 25th chapter, book of Bamart, bro. They call it Numbers. Bar in the wilderness. 25:1. Listen.
While Yasharal.
Hold, stop a second. Listen.
While Yasharal remained at Shittim, the began to play
You know
the
they say
harlot.
about people of color, they always in some stuff, ain't they? They know they did in there, right? That's us in there. Why they remain there? Y'all know we gonna get into something.
That's right.
We gonna get into something, ain't we? Come on.
The began to play the harlot with the Banuth of Moab.
Let's see. Now we're gonna look at it from a different perspective. Listen.
For they Yahweh the to Zabak of their mighty ones.
They called them to the sacrifice of their Elohim.
And the ate and bowed down to their mighty ones.
See who did this? Who did this? The people. The people. Listen.
So Yasharal joined themselves to Baal Peor,
and
the anger of Yahuwah burned against Yasharal.
See what they did? It burned. It burned against who?
Yasharal.
That's who it was. And who was Yasharal? The people. What happened?
Yahuwah said to Moshe, take all the rosh of the and hang them up unto Yahuwah before the Shamash.
Tell me why, son.
So that the fierce anger of Yahuwah may turn away from Yasharal.
See that? He had to burn them. He had to burn them. So what he was doing, he would refine them. And how he did it, he was refining the leaders. That's what he was doing. At 27th chapter of the book of, Matthew. Matthew. They call it Matthew 27, 35. Listen.
And it came to pass, when they crucified him, they divided up his garments between them and cast lots to fulfill what was said by the Pa of the Nabi.
Listen.
They divided my garments up among them, and for my clothes cast lots. They sat there and watched him.
What were they doing? Observing. That's right. They were trying to observe. Isn't that right? What happened?
And they placed the pronouncement of his guilt above his head.
That's what they did.
And they wrote, this one is Yahushua, the Malak of the Yahudim. They crucified 2 robbers with him, one on his right and one on his left.
Come on.
Those passing by blasphemed him and wagged their heads. And they said, you who would demolish the Mashkan and build it in 3 Yamim, Savior Kai.
Listen.
And if you are the Ben of Elohim, come down from the crucifixion.
And listen, what happened?
Likewise, the Rosh Kohanim, along with the scribes and the Zakanim, also mocked him and saying,
What did he say?
He saved others, but he is not able to save himself.
Tell me what happened.
If he is the Malak of Yasharal,
do what?
Let him now come down from the crucifixion.
And what you'll do?
Then we shall aman in him.
See that? That's what we'll do. So that's why they was inquiring. That's why they was observing. You wouldn't have paid attention to this. This is based off what we looked up when y'all looked up believe. The people they were just bothering him. He went about because you're an idiot. They weren't just bothering him. They clearly told you why. We are watching him. We are inquiring of him, and we're looking for information. They told you why, so we can believe in him. We looked it up together, right? So she started to give you a different idea about what happened based off of how you actually looked at things, because you lacked a lot of information. So you didn't know why they were really questioning him. Because they were the devil. Yep, good answer. Good answer. Nope, they was doing what you're supposed to do. They was observing him. They was inquiring because they wanted to know because they need to get some information. They told you why, and we'll believe in him. Yeah. Hello? Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, so let's see what happened.
He trusts in Elohim. Now let him rescue him if he desires him.
Yes.
For he said, I am the being of the Elohim.
That's what he said. Come on.
Even the robbers who were crucified with him insulted him in a similar way.
Mm-hmm.
There was kashak over all the arats from the 6th hour to the 9th hour.
So you know what happened? There was darkness over the whole along from the 6th hour to when?
The 9th hour.
That's what it was. Listen what happened.
At about the 9th hour, Yahushua sighed out in a loud call.
Mm-hmm.
Ali, Ali, lama sabachthani.
What is that?
That is to say, my all, why have you abandoned me?
That's what they said. Listen.
And some anashim of those standing there shama it and said, he is kara for all Yahoo.
Do what?
One of them ran quickly and took a sponge and filled it with vinegar. He placed it on a reed and gave it to him to drink.
Mm-hmm.
But the other anashim said, leave him alone, and we shall see if all Yahoo shall come to save him.
What were they doing? They was observing. That's why they said, leave him alone. We watching. Let's see. Listen, what y'all, pay attention. Y'all actually get an opportunity to look at this different than how you seen it. Because you just been running through, just reading it and jumping in. Okay, then he started crying out. No, these people are doing what you're supposed to be doing. They're observing, they're watching, and they're questioning. Because they're trying to confirm the belief. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, they're trying to help y'all out. Jump over to the 19th chapter, book of Yukonon. Yukonon 19 and 28. How many know why we over there? Hands? Good. So you right there where it was at Yeshayahu. You're trying to, so you don't know because it ain't been done yet. Listen, 1928. Listen.
And it came to pass afterward when Yahushua knew that everything was already done, so that the katab may be entirely fulfilled, he said, I am thirsty.
That's what he said. What happened?
A vessel was there filled with vinegar, so they dipped a sponge in the vinegar and placed it on some hyssop and brought it near his paw. Yahushua took the vinegar.
Let me ask a question. Because they folks thinking he had a cup hanging it to his mouth. How you going to hang a cup on a stick and going to drink out of it? It may say they put on a sponge, put it in his mouth, he get put it down, he could suck it from the sponge. Trying to put a cup on a stick and pour it on there, gonna look like a fool. Come on.
Yahushua took the vinegar and he said, finished. Then he tilted his head and the ruach departed.
What happened?
The Yahudim said the corpse should not remain on the crucifixion on the Yom of Shabbat.
Y'all hear that? The corpse should not remain on the tomb on the Yom of Shabbat. Tell me what happened.
Since it was the evening of Shabbat, and that Yom of Shabbat was significant.
Because it was the Yom, it was approaching on the Yom of Shabbat. And it's significant. Listen.
So they requested to Apollotus to break their legs and to take them down.
What happened?
The military Anashim came and broke the legs of the first one,
and
then the legs of the second one.
But then what happened?
Who was crucified with him.
Yeah.
They came to Yahushua and saw and beheld that he was mute, so they did not break his legs.
Mm-hmm.
One of the military Anashim thrust him through with a spear in his side, and Dam and Maim came forth.
Mm-hmm.
The one who saw this testified, and his testimony endures, and he knows that he tells the Amat, so that you also shall Aman. For this was to fulfill the Katab, a bone shall not be broken of him.
That's right.
Yet another
Signifying
verse.
what other one? Hands, 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 yes.
Scripture can't be broken.
That's right. Scripture can't be broken. He was the word. He was the literal word. If you got to break the bone, you can also say you could break the word. Listen.
Yet another verse of Katab says, they shall look intently on him at whom they thrust through.
See that? They're going to look intensely upon whom they thrust through. Listen.
After this, Joseph of Arimathea came. He was a Talmudim of Yahushua secretly
He was a
on
taught
account.
one of Yahushua. I got something out there now secretly. Y'all know, if people out there he got secretly, they fighting for him. They can't be revealed. They'll be persecuted. Listen.
On account of the Yahudim, and he requested for Pelotus that he permit him to take the basar of Yahushua. Pelotus allowed him, so he came and took the basar of Yahushua.
You know what I find this interesting? Ain't that a brand plucked out the fire? Remember he told you he want to take the heads and hang them against the sun.
Right.
So the anger could burn against them. So you missed it. Typically you put the brand on the end of something. That's why they put them on the tube. Now you just ask you, is that just a brand plucked out of the fire? You probably would have fell for it when they told you it was darkness. They covered him. They still want to pluck him out. They had to take him out, take him down. That's what he was doing. He was taking the brand out the fire. Okay, go figure. Come on back to the book of Zechariah. Back over, Zechariah, chapter 3. We left out 5, 6?
Yes, 5.
5. Let them get it. They call it Zechariah. Listen, means Yahuwah has remembered. Listen, Yah has remembered.
Then I said, let them put a clean turban on his head. So they put a clean turban on his head and clothed him with garments while the Malaki of Yahuwah was standing by. And the Malaki of Yahuwah admonished Yahushua, saying, Thus says Yahuwah of Sabaoth, if you shall halak in my darakim, and if you shall perform my service, then you shall also govern my beth, and also have charge of my courts.
See that? That's what he told him. So Yahushua was already admonished. Hello? That's what you were told in the book of Yeshayahu, where he told you in the 9th chapter, under you, he told you a Ben was going to be born. A child was going to be born, a yard. He said a Ben was going to be given. You ain't going to believe it. He said the government was going to be on his shoulder.
That's right.
That's how he got it. He gave him the government. He was admonished already. If he done it. You saw they took him. You remember how they took them dirty clothes out here, put on, and then they put on something clean and a clean turban on him? You ain't going to believe it. When they took Yahushua down, they wrapped him up. You didn't know why they took his clothes, did you? It was signifying the removing of your sins, too. And that's why they didn't put him back on him. They wrapped him up. He put something clean on him. He had just plucked him out the fire. And what he did to Yahushua when he plucked him out, he put him on something clean.
That's right.
They took Yahushua, they wrapped him up with something different. Come on, son.
And I shall grant you room to halak among these who are stand by.
See that? He's going to grant you room among them that will what?
Stand by.
Y'all believe that? He's going to grant them room among them that stand by? That's amazing. People might say the 12th chapter book of Yukanai. See that 12 and 23, Yukanai. No, 12. 11:44. Let's say that 11:44, Yukanai. I call it John. Listen.
The deceased came out, his hands and feet.
Bait me up to verse 40. 11 and 40. Yukanai. Listen.
Yahushua said to her, Did I not tell you that if you Ammon, you shall behold the kabul of the Elohim?
11 and 44, that's right. Yukanai. Listen. You hear what they talk? If you did what? If you Ammon. What was that? What that belief was? You got to accept this as true. He said, I told you, if you accept that as a true. Huh? That means you got to consent to it. Listen.
They removed the Abban where the deceased was placed there, and Yahushua lifted his own high and said, Ahadu you, Abi, for you have answered me.
For you have answered me.
I knew that you always answer me.
You knew what now?
That you always answer me.
What did he know?
You always answer me.
So what was the purpose of doing that?
However, on account of these who are around me, I have spoken so that they shall amon in me,
That's why
that
he
you
said
shalak me.
He gave them room. He said, the folks around him and show him, give you room, right here among these people. He said, I already know you heard me. I know you already heard me. But for the sake of them that stand by, that's why I said it. He told me gonna do it. You gonna have a lock in it though. If you a lock, you walk in it, I let you govern these people. And I'll give you room among these people too. That's why I had to move the stone. I had to move it out the way. Got to make room. We're talking about a breakthrough. That's all we're talking about is a breakthrough.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Ain't that what he said? You throw the rock through the one, a breakthrough?
That's right.
That's amazing. Back to the book of Yukonon. I'm sorry, back over the book of Zechariah, chapter 3. We at verse 6, 7?
Yes.
6, 7. Hello? They at 9, 8, 9?
I'm at 8.
Oh my goodness. Come on, listen.
Now, Shammah, Yahushua, the Rosh Kahan, you and your Reah who are sitting in front of you.
You hear that? He want him to listen. You and all your Reah that's sitting, these your companion that's sitting next to you.
In front of you.
In front of you.
For they are Anashim who are a symbol.
See that? And what else?
For behold, I shall bring forth my Abad, the branch.
That's it. The Nasra. Now he's gonna bring forth the branch. He let him get ready to come. So all the people around him, they were symbols. Hello? All those kids, you ain't gonna believe it. All them 12 guys, they weren't numbered just branches. All 12 of them, they were just branches off of Yasharal. What y'all think they were? That's all they were, different branches. Hello? He saw one ox up in Shamin, it bear all manner of fruit. 12 different ones. All they were just branches. That's all they were just branches. So a lot of things you miss, a lot of these things were symbolism. Pick me up right quick and show you something right quick. Don't take long. You're willing anyway. See that the second chapter, I told you the second chapter of the book of Barashit, 2 and 6. They call it Genesis. Listen.
But a mist went up from the Arats, and Maim the whole Pani of the Adumah.
Y'all see that? He said a mist went up. And it watered the whole Pani of the Adumah, the ground. What happened?
Then Yahuwah Elohim formed a dome of dust from the Adumah.
That's what they did. Then he formed it from the dust of the Adumah.
And breathed into his nostrils the breath of Kai, and Adam became a Kai Nafash.
Y'all see what they did? That's what he did. He brought him through. That was a breakthrough. That's a breakthrough. That's what they say when they come out from the ground. It's like a breakthrough. That's exactly what he did. He brought him up. It was a breakthrough. You just didn't know it, though. That's what happened. Send me that Barashit 1 and 1. Listen.
Barashit, Elohim, Bara, the Shamayim, and the Arats.
See, he did it. Barashit, that's what he did in the beginning. That Barashit is telling you in the height of the start, what he did.
Bara, the
Bara
Shamayim.
means he created. That's what they're trying to tell you. In the start, he created. That's what he did. In Barashit, that's what he did. He created. And see, Adam became the breakthrough. That's what he was trying to get you to say. You didn't see it. Y'all missed it? Interesting. Interesting. Pick me up if you would. Jump over the book of Oriah, 24 and 1. Listen.
On the one of the Shabbats before dawn, they came to the Kubar, bringing the spices.
On one of them, he tells us they had more than, but on one of them, that's when they came, and they had spices. What happened?
That they had prepared. There were other Nashim with them. They saw, and behold, the Aban had been rolled from the Kubar.
That's what they saw. They saw that the Aban had been rolled from the Kubar.
They went into its midst. They did not find the Basar of the Adon Yahushua.
Listen.
And it came to pass that they were confused about this matter. But behold, two Anashim were standing over them, and their garments were brilliant. Terror fell on them, and they bowed down with their pani to the Anumah.
That's what they did. When they faced it to the ground, what happened?
They said to them,
What they saying?
why do you seek the Kai among the Mut?
Why were you seeking the living among the Mut, among the dead? That's what they were trying to find out. Why was you seeking the living among the dead? Listen.
He is not here.
He is not what?
Here.
Where is it?
For he has come.
So he come, he arise. Interesting. Interesting. That's what they did. He arise. Okay. Jump down to the 22nd verse. Listen.
But that Nashim too from among us have alarmed us, in that they rose early to go to the Kubar in the morning.
You hear what he said they did? What did they do to him? He alarmed them. So what we gonna take from alarm? They had to cry out. They had to cry out differently. That's what alarmed them. If they even used that word, but based on what we know about alarm, you told about us when you gave out how you got to roar. You gave a long blast. How you think they cried out and let them know he wasn't there? They said that thing alarmed us. Isn't that right? We started moving. We were trying to figure out what the world going on, because they listened to the sound. And they said, well, we just heard it caused a fright to come on us. That's what alarm do. It get people scared. Fire alarm start going on right now. What y'all do is, oh, it ain't nothing. You're going to be trying to figure out it's a fire. You're trying to figure out where it's at, where it's coming from, so you know where to go. That's why he told you certain sounds. Certain sound. That's why they don't play elevator music when some emergency happens. Because that's not the sound that's going to alert you. So that's amazing. People understand that, but for some reason, they don't think they need a distinctive sound to come to the word. Listen.
But they did not find his basar. Then they came and reported that they also saw a kazum of Malaki, saying that he was Kai.
That he was alive. Come on.
Some Anashim with us went to the Kubar and found it just as the Nashim had said.
Listen.
And they did not see him.
Mm-hmm.
He said to them, Allahs, you who lack da'ath.
See that? You lack knowledge.
And slow of lob to Aman and all.
Slow to believe all.
That the Nabiim have spoken.
That's some of y'all here. He said, let's say, you ain't quick to believe it. I'll give you all the confirmation. I give you all this information. You've been observing me, but you slow to believe it. You kind of hesitate. Some of y'all, a lot of people, they the same way, they hesitate. Preacher, I'm still kind of feeling them out. I know, because you lack da'ath. Listen.
Was it not necessary for the Mashiach to bear all these things?
See that? He said, wasn't it necessary for him to bear all these things? Listen.
And to be brought into his kabul.
And to be brought in his kabul? Come on.
Then he began with Moshe and with all the Nabiim.
How many books that be? That's your first 5. That's where he started at, Barashit. And?
With all the Nabiim.
That be your prophet, they call it. And where else?
And explained to them all the Ketubim that spoke about him.
All the writing. The man went through the whole Tanakh. He went through Torah, your first 5 books. Then he went through your Nabiim. And then he went through your writings. He said, I went through all your writings so I could explain to you where I fit in all this and why these things happen this way. Listen what happened.
They came near the village to which they were going there, and he set his pani as if he were going on his darak. But they urged him, saying, stay with us for the time of evening, and the yum has stretched on.
And that was all writing too. He had to show himself as though he made it face. He said, why are you going to make it face as a way? Why should you be as a wayfarer, man? That he was going to keep traveling. He was told that. So people who were watching him, you know what they were doing? They were observing. Go ahead.
So he entered the Beth to stay with them. And it came to pass, when he reclined with them, he took the lakam, barak it, broke it, and he gave it to them. Then their were open, and they recognized him.
Then their eyes were open, and they recognized him.
But he turned aside and passed from their
He turned aside and got right out of their sight. Come on.
They said to one another,
What happened?
were our lobs not burning within us
That's what they
as he
doing.
spoke to us on the road and
And they-
interpreted the
Mhm.
Ketubim to us?
Mm-hmm. That's what he was doing. So, no way, he was purifying them. That's how they were purifying them. Listen, they were slow to believe, were purifying them. You'd be surprised how many things going on in your life keeping you and make you hesitant on your servitude toward Yahuwah. Listen.
And they arose that hour and returned to Jerusalem, and found the 11 and those who were with them. They were assembled together, saying, surely the Adon has come from the moot and appeared to Shimon.
What did he do? Hold on, stop. Oh, come on.
They also told what had happened to them on the road, and that they recognized him in the breaking of the Lacan.
That's what they said. They recognized when they were eating. Come on.
They were still speaking Dabarim like this when Yahushua himself stood in their midst.
See that? They were still talking like that when he stood in their midst.
He said to them,
What did he say?
Shalom to you.
He told them shalom, peace, prosperity, and health. Come on.
But they were shocked and terrified and thought that they were seeing a ruach.
And thought they seen a ruach.
He said to them, what is it to you that you are alarmed? Why have such thoughts come up to your lives?
And why you start thinking like that? What do you want to do?
See my hands and my regal, for I am he. Touch me and see.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Jump over right quick to the book of Barashit, 38. Barashit, 38, 23. Listen.
Then Yehuda said, let her keep them, otherwise we shall become a laughing stock. See, I shall lock this young goat, but you did not find her. Now it was after 3 Kodash, it was told to Yehuda, saying, your daughter-in-law Tamar has played the harlot, and behold, she is also with child by harlotry. Then Yehuda said, bring her out and let her be burned. She was being brought out that she shalak to her father-in-law, saying, I am with Yalit by the Ish, to whom these things belong to him.
She said, yeah, I am pregnant, but by these things right here, the things right here belong to the person I've been impregnated by. Go ahead.
And she said, please examine and see whose signet ring and cords and staff are these. Yehuda recognized them and said, she is more Sadiq than I.
She's more righteous than I am.
Inasmuch as I did not give her to my being Shelah, and he did not have relations with her again.
Listen, he didn't sleep with her after that. Come on.
It came about at that time she was giving birth, that behold, there were twins in her womb.
That's what it said.
Moreover, it took place while she was giving birth, one put out a hand, and the midwife took and tied a scarlet thread on his hand, saying, this one came out first. But it came about as he drew back his hand, that behold, his ox came out. Then she said, what a breach you have made for yourself. So he was Kara his Shem, Peretz.
That's what he was called. Peretz. Go ahead.
Afterward, his aunt came out, who had the scarlet thread on his hand, and he was Kara the Shem, Zarak.
That's what he was called. Interesting? Not interesting? You're Ukanon 1 and 1. They call it John. Listen.
Barashit was the Debar.
Y'all hear what he said? In the beginning was the word.
And the Debar was with the Elohim.
Y'all hear what the word did? It was with Elohim.
And the Debar was Elohim.
And that's what it was. What happened?
He was in Barashit with the Elohim.
And he was in Barashit with the Elohim.
Yes, sir. Everything made to be through his hand.
Y'all hear that? Everything was made was through his hand.
And without him, not even one made to be all that made to be.
You hear that? And without him, wasn't nothing made without him. So that kind of got you confused? It shouldn't. See, you got to remember something. Adam was his brother. That's why I told you about the breakthrough. That's what you should have paid attention when it came to father.
Yeah.
He was the breakthrough. Remember, they were twins. Both of them were red men.
Right.
You should have paid attention.
Yes, sir.
The reason he appeared to him, he showed his hands, because he tried to show him I was him first.
Yeah.
See, in Barashi, he tried to show you he make a creation. I was there.
Yes, sir.
I used my hand. I showed my hand, then I pulled it back, and I let him break through.
Yeah.
It don't take that long. You just need a teacher.
Yes, sir.
That's why a lot of stuff these folk put up for words. I don't pay these people no attention when they're trying to tell you about Kun. They should have put Zarak. Just what the sun does.
Right.
They take words and they run, they put what they want to put places. Because they look at what's comfortable when they're teaching. It makes no sense because you're dealing with a system. The system clearly showed you that the man showed you I was here first and I created all this by my hand.
Right.
But I pulled it back and I let him go first.
Yeah.
That's why Kum doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
This is what I do for a living.
Yes, sir.
That's two. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, sir. This is such a great job. Don't forget, that's all about what you believe now. All you got to do is observe. He tried to tell you, him and the men were with him. He said, y'all for signs. So you ask yourself, is Kun going to make better sense than Zarak? Don't make sense. He came and showed him his hand. That's why he kept trying to tell you he was looking for a man to stand the gap to make up a head because there was a breach. You missed that too, didn't you? And your cause of call. That's why he kept telling you. I kept looking for somebody to make a head because he made a gap. He made a breach. He made a breakthrough. I kept looking for somebody to make up the gap. That's why I made sense to show his hand and show you I was him first. Well, they wouldn't say Kun. That's what he did. I mean, I can't argue with these people. I ain't wrote no book. I ain't got nobody's phone number. See, what you start to find, you start to watch people for is, what's people's intent? You have to really watch him and pay attention to what he does. And a lot of things won't really make sense when you really look at it in retrospect when you pay attention to patterns. That's why I say you got to pay attention to patterns and how things work. A lot of things he does make a lot of sense if you watch it. But again, you have to be real observant. Isn't that right? And then it'll confirm itself. If you just follow these people pathway, they'll put you somewhere else. Because they're not looking at it for the reason you're looking for it. They're looking for it just to see, well, they can get some words and play with some words. I'm not worried about playing with no words. I'm paying attention to pattern of behavior. Pattern of behavior just don't make sense to me. It won't make sense to tell me that he come, not for what he done. Wonderful Husha. At the end of the day, we're just trying to make sure we get this thing right. You never paid attention why he tried to tell you he was making everything in the beginning. So I was trying to show you who was him first. But you thought it was a story about a woman getting pregnant. So he said, well, that's what it's about. Because that's what you want to know. That's what you want to find. You want to justify you can get pregnant and didn't have no husband. And that's what you want to read. That's what you found. That's what you got. Somebody seeking the plan of salvation. They'll say exactly what he needed to say. That's why I'm paying attention to him. And you know what I do? I accept it. I accept the truth and I stay in the truth. And I realize some of the way these people get you going. I don't read these people commentary. I don't look at no book for no commentary. I don't care about these people commentary because I know what you saying ain't gonna make a hill of beans. What you even believe? These people don't believe nothing. These people put down work. Listen, they can do a whole lot of research going. These people are short. They stop. They saying they're exhausted because you hadn't done nothing. You didn't really look at it for the real reason. They got their own ideology of why they do things. We have to become thinkers. That's why we got to pay attention to the patterns and how he does things. That's how we can judge it to say whether or not it's him. I'm being honest, a lot of stuff to do, you won't get it. You'll be right back on there with Jesus. How y'all think we got Jesus? That was in our search. That's what they gave you. And people go through that book and they go through commentary. The commentary tell them the same thing. Go read a King James Version commentary and see what they tell you about Yahushua. They're gonna tell you about Jesus. They're gonna show you pictures, because that's how you teach. Visual, audio. They're gonna use audio. That's what they use, and they know I'm teaching you. And they gonna tell you, and that's how you're gonna wind up erring. Because these people not looking for the right reason. Man, listen, what we're going through is more complex than what these people are doing. Man, it's the plan of salvation. These people reckless. They reckless. These people don't care. I'm just telling you, they don't care. They just gonna do what they want to do. They don't make no sense. Both of Adam and Yahushua, both of them would have been Elohim. Because they were brothers. They were twins. One just came out before the other one. But he showed you. I showed my hand though. That's why you didn't see Yahushua in the beginning. But he kept trying to tell you, I was with him in the beginning. But you were stuck on Adam, said that was his first son. He said, well, that's what you know. It was a breach. That's what he told you. Breach. He broke through. All he did, he just broke through. But I showed my hand, I was him first. But they would have missed it. That's why when you look at these people and why they was susceptible to and obtaining the Ruach HaKodesh, because they understood, they consented to. Y'all got it? They was observant. These people inquired. These people looked at information. When he sat down to talk about it, look at them people didn't just believe him, he broke bread. What'd he do? He went back over information. They said how he was made known to us in breaking the bread. They told you. And then our law burned when? We were eating? That's heartburn. No, when we went back over what he showed us. The information, it made sense. The information made sense. So that came along to confirm that this man was the Amat, exactly who he is. Like I said, you still kind of hung up and you don't try to act like you're not, but you are, and it hurts you on a lot of ends. Y'all got it? That's why the other one told us, like, listen, man, we know, isn't that right? And we are sure. And no man need to ask you nothing else. Isn't that right? They knew. They like, it done confirmed it for us. We good. Nobody need to ask you nothing. Any more questions? Ain't that like, who else got a letter? They done confirmed it for us. I ain't got no more questions. I'm good. Y'all got it? Listen, we take our time, and the biggest thing to do, get the junk out your heart. Get the stuff, get the clutterness out your mind, and let that man work. What's gonna be right is right. I guarantee you, everything that man said is right. All you gotta do is just wait on him and let him work, do what he gonna do. Listen, a lot of things you ain't gonna see because you looking for something different. Look for it the way he do it. I follow patterns. Patterns. Follow the pattern, people. Get outside the pattern, you don't get off. Let me see y'all trace your hand. Come on. Let me see you tracing. How many y'all off? Let's go back. Let me see if you do it back. Bet you can't do it backward. Stop it. Who got off? Who off? Who off? All right, how many of y'all was able to do it the front way? Let me see other people up there real quick. Let me see my people up there at home. Can I see y'all trace your hand? Can I see you trace it? Going forward? All right, let me see you trace it going back. You can't do it going backwards. Let me see you do it backwards. Let me see y'all go backwards and do it. How many of y'all mess it up? How many of y'all can't do it? Can everybody do it? Raise your hand if you can do it. Frontwards and backwards. All right, now, all y'all too? You was able to do it frontwards and backwards? All right, now drop your hand and just do it. No hand, let me see you go forward. Let me see you do it. Josiah, that's an Oopa Loopa hand. You see, look at it, you see it. Now you just got through tracing it. Let me see you do it. Let me see y'all do it. Think about what you're doing. I want you to think about it. Do this. All right, stop for a second. Stop. Let's do this. Let's pray first. Let's pray. Oh, let me do it. Oh, I'm finna do it, please. And we're going to even in Yahushua's name. Help me and be accurate. Okay? We do it in Yahushua's Shem. All right, let's go. We're going to do it. Let's do it. We're going forward. Let's see. Let's go. Did my thumb, my index finger, then the bird finger, then the other finger, and then that pinky. How many of y'all got it? Let's go. We're going to go backward. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Damon chase, Damon, you chase, Damon right there chasing one of them Philly cheesesteak. He said then he got meat on the side still. Now here, let's go back. Let's try backward. Let's try backward. Front of pinky. Pinky. Ring finger. Bird finger. Then that other finger, the booger finger. Then that thumb. Now y'all, my hand is this is how wide my hand is. Now let's try it again. Now we're gonna try. Well, I tell you that, he trying to trade that gas pump. All right, let's try it again. Let's trace again. We're going to start from the thumb. We're going to try it again. You got them up there. Let's see everybody up there. From the thumb. Let's see. Look at that. All right. If everybody get over that way, then we're going to come back through. And we'll come backward. Go backward. Look. Now, how many of y'all got off doing that? Nobody got off. Now, based off of what you just did from the pattern, can you tell where you got off at? On the other, when you didn't have a pattern? Can you tell you was off from the pattern? Yes. From when you didn't have a pattern? That's what Yahushua showed us. The whole time, this is what you were doing. And it looked right. Cause nobody doing it because they thinking. And they get through, you saying, so you tell me your hand this, you thinking. I mean, I guess it is. That's how people were serving him. So when he came, guess what I'm realizing? It's nothing like that. The whole time I've been off because I didn't have something to follow. That's what he represented. We were like this the whole time. Oh yeah, I know this right. Nobody gonna tell me I'm wrong. The devil is a liar. Your fingers this long? This is how these people had the pattern. That's how far off we've been. So when he came and set things in order, he was saying, look at the pattern. It doesn't make sense what you've been doing. And we realized something. We just didn't have a pattern. We were doing everything the way we thought and how we felt. And that's not the pattern. So sometimes stop and let's go back over. And we go back over. That's why I say, don't get thrown with these people. And I'm not criticizing the guy who did the work to that magnitude because everybody's been doing what they can do. But when you start to really sit down to this thing and watch it for the practice, watch it for the custom of how they did things, a lot of stuff you said don't make sense. I have to look at this. Would it make sense to them? A lot of things doesn't make sense. A lot of things we say we do, it don't make sense to people. Not the people that came before. These were the people he gave the Baruch to. And they were supposed to teach us what they knew. This is why we've been so far. Why were they supposed to teach their children? Since some new coming, they ain't gonna need to know that. Because it was important to know that things were already established. So when things come, I could measure them up to see if they actually fit. A lot of things we realize, you say, hold on, that's not right. Not based off of the pattern that's been set. That's how I'm going back looking at this stuff. It's not right. These people, they're doing it because we've been lazy. We left our work in the hands of other people. Well, that's what they say. That's what they say. These people don't even believe your religion. You think the Catholic Church gonna let me come in there and tell them and teach them about Mary? They can say, what's her religion? I said, he Yehudi? No, he don't know nothing about this. So how let these people teach me? I don't know nothing about no Roman Catholic Church and I don't have nothing to do with that. These people know nothing about your religion. Why you believe in these people? All these people doing getting other people's word, repeating other people's word, trying to go back over other people's word, and they still don't know our custom. They still know our behavior. How did these people view these things? That's important for us. Okay. That's all I don't know. People, they try to come up with different things about a goat and a sheep, and you think that things are easily be identified, and they actually weren't because sheep actually do have horns. But a ra'ah could discern between which is which. Most of y'all, how many of y'all have never seen a sheep with horns? Never seen them. Show them pictures. Never seen images. Because now you hear talking about he gonna separate the sheep, you think that's easy. You got these genetically modified sheep they gave you. Sheep have horns. I don't know where people got this stuff from about these sheep. Sheep have horns. Their defense, look, that's a ram. Those are rams. But y'all said, hold on, back down for a minute. What this called right here? That's not the only one. Let them see what they call Jacob sheep. Look at this. You think it's a unicorn. You see this. What do you think that for? You run up on him. So you know what? And the goat's similar to him. So he told me ain't going to come and divide him because they have similarities. People thinking, man, anybody can tell a sheep from a goat because they made a fool out of you. This is how a sheep actually looks. But a raw could go through and discern and knew how to separate. He said it's going to be just like in the day of Mashpah, when the shepherd going to divide the sheep from the goat. Because they look alike. This is how people creep in. I can see a sheep. I know a goat a mile away, and you the goat. Because think about it. When they raised us showing these, when we saw these sheep in school, when they showed you Bambi. That's a done deal. That's how they get you every time. Show you some little merry little lamb, little white, little frosted little done thing. And it look like something up there from the Wendy's. A little frosty. Yeah. Look at them horns on them sheep head. They ain't showing nothing like this. So a lot of things, you don't even have a concept of what these people saw and what they knew. Okay? Yes, sir. He told these folks to come to you in sheep clothing. Underneath, they got a whole nother intent inside. Then they gonna show you a wolf walking around with a wolf. Are you stupid? Quit watching these cartoons. He talking inside the law. This thing start working. There's another factor working on the inside. They have an appearance of, but that inward part. Y'all hear when I be always asking about the debar, I let it search out inward parts. Because you can portray something from appearance, but the inward part, that's what we're dealing with now. First, what these people understood was the concept of physical things they saw. Physically watching things. Then he realized after that, there are other things that manifested. He brought them out. They had on festival clothes. Then he told them over because they're hardy. He started to talk about behaviors they had. Your behavior, you have on the clothes, you have the appearance, but there's some inward things working. It's a stink in my nostril. You know what I'm saying? It makes you like a drag queen. I don't like it. So he started having to look at the inward part, what they were betraying inside. We told you cause called to go. He said he found the door. He said, open it. He said, go ahead and see. He said, look at what they're portraying. Where was that at? It was inside. He was trying to tell you, go inside and search these people. Inside. You couldn't see it. From the outside of the pit, you would have never saw it. But once he went inside the door, he said, man, I seen all kind of stuff they were portraying in them. He's like, no, these people here, they betray all kind of things on the inside when you search them. And that's what he let us know. We don't want to be a people that have a look on the outside and there's nothing genuine on the inside. That's why when I look at the word, I try to look at it from an honest intent. What's the purpose? What's the goal? And the goal is to get salvation. Make sure we have an understanding. We need to obtain the belief they had to where we realize you have to accept it. Even when he tried to tell them about believing about him from the Father, coming from the Father, he told me they don't believe it. He said, believe it based off the evidence. He said, the works I did. He said, look at the evidence. He said, for the evidence sake. Look, what did the evidence show? When it came down with tomorrow, what did they say about her? When they found she was pregnant. She was a harlot. She was a whore. That's exactly what she's, a flat whore. I know a whore. I can spot a whore a mile away. Hoes have this like smell, this act. You could tell the way they look, how they dress. And then she said, well, look at the evidence. After they saw the evidence, what they say? See now? That's how important evidence is. So your first speculation guess, you'll be wrong. Evidence. When they told you about Yahuwah, it was evident Yahuwah did what? They needed evidence. How's we going to believe it? We need to believe that. That's only going to tie him to Daoud. It was evident, which means we were searching, we were inquiring. We know this. This is a truth for us now. We believed it. People say, well, really? I'm seeing Manasseh. I said, here we go. You hear, you see what you want to see. Just slow down. I tell people, slow down. Now, I would tell you his connection to Manasseh. Hands, who know why? Hands, good. You don't know. And why it's going to be important for you to know that? Manasseh. You know, right? He told you about when we were in Shema, he said Elohim were going to be there. He said that Yahuwah going to be there, Elohim. You know he's going to wipe away? All terror from the eyes. That's Manasseh. That's what Yosef, when he had it, that's what he named him Manasseh. Say he made me forget all my toil. You remember how he'd walk around and say he'll break down crying about how his brother, I just think about how he used to treat me. Oh, that time they got my coat. Oh, that time I was thrown in a hole. Nigga was in a hole. Never did. He got Manasseh. That's what he named him Manasseh. He said, Yahuwah made me forget all my toil. They don't even know nothing about it. See, they don't have no understanding. I told you don't know what you're doing. That's what Manasseh was. He said, Yahuwah made me forget all my toil. And when he had Opharim, that's why he named it. You know what he realized? Yahuwah made me fruitful. Why you think he put him over Yasharal? That's who ruled over Yasharal, Opharim. That's how he told you that Elohim has not cast away. That's what he was trying to tell you. He couldn't have done it. The word would be Zaram. Z-A-R-A-M. Z-A-R-A-M. You just need to know it now since we said it. Z-A-R-A-M. Should be Zaram. He ain't cast away. Zaram. Zaram flood. Change it. Z-A-R-A-H. Z-A-R-A-H. Keep that other one too. Zara. Z-A-R-A-H. Z-A-R-A-H. I think that Z-A-R-A-M should be flood. So keep that. That's flood. Z-A-R-A-M. That's a flood. Z-A-R-A-H, cast away. That's what he didn't do. That's how, only reason we knew it, because he made them fruitful. See, like people say, you're going to say that Yahuwah hadn't cast away his people he first. How many of y'all heard that? That Yahuwah hadn't cast, why? How? How you know that? Cause he said you could, you don't know what you're talking about. Why would I make them fruitful if I cast them away? That's why I gave them Opharim. Because I want them to know they're going to be fruitful. But I know what you're going to say, because it said in his word. That's why I know you don't know what you're talking about. I can't believe it just off. I got to do it based off of what? Evidence. Evidence. He put Opharim over him. He made the head of Yasharal Opharim. Okay. Yahushua, the first Yahushua, you know, that ruled over Yasharal, who they called Joshua, he was from Opharim. He told him. He said my abad Mushah was moot. You know what he told him to do? Told him to come forward. He was going to spring forth. That's why he came, he put him over, trying to show him. I ain't cast these people away. I don't know what people thinking. He put somebody over to make sure, I'm going to put a man over him that come from a tribe of fruitful, because I'm killing him, because I'm getting rid of him. I'm going to multiply him. You see that? Rob. I'm going to give him abundance. I'm going to give him abundance, multiply. And I'm also going to let you know they're going to be great. That Rab is for great. They made Rabbi. Great one. There's going to be a great one. Hello? Yes, sir. I mean, this is what we do. We're trying to get an understanding. A lot of stuff people told you, I tell you, more people ain't doing but reciting. They don't have no idea why. How you know he ain't cast them away? Why would I put them and make them fruitful? I was going to cast them away. I had another intent for them. Y'all got it? Yes, sir. So I appreciate you. Who appreciate everybody. Everybody all right up there? Everybody doing good? Appreciate all of y'all. Appreciate everybody. Everybody all right? I see y'all. I see the drum hunt. Look at that. I see them kids. Don't forget, Amana, we're not singing. Not today. We're not finna tap this camera. Hanging out on there. I see you, AJ. That's my big man right there. Hey, mama. Who else we got up there? Appreciate everybody. Appreciate Stephen. You feel I appreciate you there, John. Everybody doing all right? Appreciate the picker boys. Appreciate them. Stephen, how we coming along? Feeling all right? Tube. Where my YouTubers at? Appreciate all of y'all up there. All my young people, older people, everybody. All my chili feast, cheesesteak people. To the bar rock. I know it was hard not having me there to tag team with you, but it just shows your versatility. That man's sick. Chavez got a hand up. Appreciate you. Andrew, your stuff came back. We tried to send you and they came back twice. We sent you the white poster. They posted email. Yeah, it came back twice. They mailed you the tassel. Oh, your mailbox is messed up. He gonna get it fixed. He gonna resend. Okay, I'm gonna tell you just meet me. So we just meet us somewhere and we give them to him. He said, follow patterns make sense to me, Rob. Appreciate that. Isaiah is not the same. LOL. Appreciate you. Isaiah, I'm all off. LOL. What happened? I feel like I have a bigger head. I know that's right. Oh, she said that's it. Bryce and Austin need 3 checks. Come on, let's go. Come on, Bryce. Come on, put some. I know. Do said it. Come on, y'all. And put 3 up there for your brother. Definitely off the pattern. Isaiah, that's right. Chris and laugh. I know. That man said, it's Yahushua for me. Always a toot to bar I do for feed the flock. One more again. I harb you for opening a better understanding of Yah. Word I allow that Yahuwah will continue to open my eyes and ears to follow his amat. Amen. Appreciate you, Isaiah. I need the email for Tassel. All right. What's the email? Check the thread. Isaiah, he got it there. They put it in there. So I appreciate everybody. What woman not at? He missing. All right, well, appreciate him. Appreciate everybody there. What's up at the top? What we got? Okay, who should me be the king? This from yesterday? Okay, appreciate everybody. Definitely better. Who that? Kitson needs a check too. Who is Keisha. Come on, Keisha. Come on, Keisha. Keisha. Keisha, no, you got to be threatening people. Read the book. He said, no, here. That's right. Good to see you, Chavez. He said, 1 check for Malcolm for peace sake. Malcolm? What Malcolm is? Malcolm, I know, right? Peace sake, man. Malcolm. He said for peace sake, Malcolm. So ain't no confusion, right? He said for peace sake. He want to keep the peace. That's why I had to get in 1 check. But definitely appreciate everybody down. Definitely encourage y'all. You put it up there for me. Definitely appreciate everybody. Y'all definitely stay encouraged and keep standing. Sounds like Keisha needed 3 on. She threatened to be. Keisha, you got to get them other 3 now. Before we go, we got to get them other 3. You can't be threatening them people. Them not one of the people. They ain't threatening them folks. They want you to read the book.
I can't read it.
Yeah. Ain't that right? She says, I'm telling. I know that's right. That's right. She got 3 more on. I know, right. That's right. You got to get an extra check. You threaten the deuce too. Get 1 for threatening. She gonna have to get 1 for threatening you too. So you got to get them 1, 2, 3. 1 more for threatening the deuce. Good. That's right. We got them. All right. Appreciate everybody. Let's get ready to stand. Give Mr. Yahuwah a hand clap. Appreciate everybody. Definitely appreciate everybody. Everybody out there, definitely appreciate y'all. Be encouraged. Hang in there. Put your confidence in Yahuwah. We can do this, y'all. Don't get discouraged, get turned around. My young people, y'all did well this week. Those y'all that got a little off, you know what you do? Go back and make some adjustment. That's all you do, make some adjustment. Let's go back in with a better idea. Don't just make it for school. Let's make it in your life. Start making better decisions. Don't let people always have to tell you everything. Take initiative. You understand? To get out here, be proactive. My young people, my young daughters, y'all, think about the decisions you make, how they going to impact you later. They can look good on the surface, but later they can come up and be one of the most worst decisions you ever made in your life. And it's some decisions you make you can't ever come back from. Y'all got me? I'm just telling you, it's some decisions you make. You'll never, it's a lot of people start out a good day. That thing you know, it's a day you'll never come back from. Worst day of their life. You don't have to be dead too. You can be living, but you'll never make it back. You're all alone. And dead it'll seem better. You can't even get death. He keep you where you're just scared enough to die, But you keep it long, just long enough to suffer, and you still got to go to Mosh Pot and still got to get condemned to Sheol. That's why it ain't worth it. Take your time. Y'all are much smarter young people. My young people up there, take your time. Take your time. Everybody, take your time. When you see people out there homeless, stop assuming they're homeless. Those people have special abilities. I seen a homeless guy one time. He built a 400 square foot home out of box, and he be able to set up where he could illuminate and see the stars. I don't know where that man came from, but I was hurting so bad. I know I lost some in my body, and I'm gonna have to try to get it back later. I've never seen that like that in my life. That just threw me. You see today? Oh my goodness. When you get through, just look at it and just say, let's get a chance. I said that for the other ones too. I know y'all get a chance, y'all look at it and just listen to the story. It's stuff I didn't know. Yes, ma'am. Tuesday, Danielle, brother. Hey, happy birthday, Danielle. Woo, look at that, happy birthday. How old are we going to be, Danielle? 39. Okay, 39. Hold on, we said 49. Oh, my goodness, that man said 49. How you get so far off like that? That's your enemy. Yeah. That's just he'll deal with you after. That's good. 49, also everybody else. What about everybody else? Hey, everybody in here sitting at home. Woo, woo. Man, she good. Man, she good. There's that something about the way she get her now, man. Everybody now here. Everybody? That's what I'm talking about. Woo, everybody. Man, I tell you, that's something else. That's something else. Oh, there go Yoshi right there. She'll be coming around the corner when she comes. Yeehaw! See, that's her favorite song. Look at that, she's laughing. Do I sing it again, Brazier? That's all right. Appreciate all y'all. Chelsea, how is she feeling? Is she getting any better? That's good, too, to hear then. Definitely try to get better so we can run you down. Ain't no fun just run nobody down that can't fight back. We got a whole thread for that, so just get well as soon as you can. So definitely appreciate everybody. All those able will pull out. Kadash Abba, the separated Father, how do as always for all you done and you render for this opportunity chance to be here. We baraka your Shem with restored benefit upon it. Your Shamaim, your Sabut, the height expansion where you dwell. Baraka your Shalakim, your sent ones, your Raim, your shepherds, your Malaki, your messengers. Baraka the Shem of Yahushua HaMashiach, which is your salvation, the anointed one. For truly his Gadol, which is great. For all that he rendered in ransom, to grant us this opportunity to seek you, to be able to do your Rashan, which is your will of what you want. We allow that you would, through his mut, his death, and from his Kayin that he manifested, to leave us an example, that we would accept him as a Zabak, which is an offering, a sacrifice, through his dam that cleanseth us from our Kataim and Ma'al, which are our sins and transgression that they are both, the fathers of the Benim, the children, and of us. We allow that you would renew us in our lives, in our minds. Let your pani be our oar upon us, which is light, that we might yada ha to halak. Baraka Jerusalem in the midst of his devastation, that New Jerusalem might come forth. Baraka the married, the single, the separated, the sick and afflicted. Those that gone astray and taken from us. Those behind prison walls and captivity, war-torn country. Forgiving our enemies, granting them the Yeshua as we seek it for ourselves and remission of our Kataim. Baraka those in leadership and authority, execute your will. Baraka the bereaved, considering ourselves and all that you loaned us to borrow just one more time. Most of all, your word, which is your debar. And continue to let it search us inwardly, that our outward appearance might manifest your oil, that all unashamed mankind might see you and might kabood your Shem, which will give the glory to your name, Yahuwah Elohim, and to the Shem, which is the name of Yahushua HaMashiach. We palau that you would baraka those that we commit to you in palau, those that confess, those that support your dabarim, Nagar, which is touch the laws of our individual families, that they'll repent and call upon your Shem, which is call upon your name. Knit us together in a hub, the out-of-towners, over the Yom, overseas, far and near. Those that could not be here because of ailment and sickness, that you will baraka them. Those watching in, those that seek you and call upon your Shem as well, baraka, and strengthen them with all that they faint not. If it's anything you find that's a defect or fault or hindrance that could cause us to be badal, which is separated, we allow that you allow it to come to the forefront, that it might be removed from us, that we might be fit for your malkuth, which is your empire. Make us tahar, pure. Make us of the kodashim, the separated one. Make us tamim complete and join us with the Mashiach, with the anointed one. And when we've done all we can do here on this side, we palau for a beth in your long malkuth. According to the Barif Yushabah, the Abraham, Yasakak, Yacob, the Yahudim, and to Yashra, their Tuladah, even to us and our Tuladah for those your Karafal. In the Shem, which is the name of Yahushua, HaMashiach, let us all say, Amen. Come home! Come home! Ahab you. You look like trouble. Who behind me? Somebody fat. Who it is? 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 Somebody fat. Who it is? Somebody. Who it is? Boy, I knew it was somebody fat. All right, where y'all at, young people?
I'm gonna repeat it next time.
Hey, sweetie.
Let's get round. I'm gonna repeat the same thing.
That's right. That's what you do at work. Hit it. Well, I'm gonna beat him up. What about this one right here? Did he mess with you?
Oh yeah.
You done, Joker. I've been wanting to fight you. I've been waiting to fight you. Yeah. What? You know I want to fight you, boy. You know I don't like you either. You ain't your brother. I'll take your brother and beat you up with him. Come on up here. I love kids. Don't call defects. Come on up here. Shake it off. Then we're going to shake. Matter of fact, we're going to go back that old way. Let's put a fist at these two criminals here. Come on. We'll put the fist up here at these jokers. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3, hit. Ra'ahab the little children. Ooh, all the children of the congregation. Ooh, red and yellow, black and white. They are precious in his sight. Ra'ahab the little children of the congregation. Woo! Where y'all going? Come home. Ahab, Ahab. Don't sing, Amana, don't sing.
See me walking over in the